Finish crunching this ice real quick. Hold on. We'll crunch the ice. Now we'll start the show. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Dun, 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 dun. Monday Night Football. Here we go. Here we go. When that schedule came out, you look at those Monday night games. You want a big matchup for a Monday night game. Niners, Panthers. Didn't seem like a big matchup. Not a big matchup on paper. Not very sexy. No real history between the two teams outside of a trade of one Christian McCaffrey, who's going to play a very big role tonight, obviously. But look at what this game has become. Look at where we are in both of these team seasons for a number of reasons. You know where the 49ers are in their season. Still hanging on despite so many things going wrong from an injury standpoint. We know all about it. Carolina Panthers have taken advantage of a situation that is their improving young quarterback in Bryce Young, a decent receiving core. Teteroa McMillan is going to, put on a little show tonight, I think. We've got ourselves a team that's motivated. Carolina Panthers haven't had a winning record this deep into a season for a very, very long time. With a win tonight, only one of these teams can assume first place in their own division, and that team is the Carolina Panthers. Now, the 49ers should win this game. I'm not going to say the word easy. I think that they have dropped off the chances of things being easy for them with all of the injuries that they've had to their defense and with all of the it never ends with Brandon Ayuk drama, which boiled to the surface this week. We'll see how dialed in the 49ers are, but this is Brock's first game back at Levi Stadium. First time in a long time, feels that way. And hopefully he gives the kind of performance that you saw last week in Arizona. Now, hopefully this is a week where Brian Young is not going to have this type of a game where we saw Jacoby Brissett basically turn into, Joe Montana, Dan Marino. Jacoby Brissett threw like a Hall of Fame quarterback all over the 49ers. They put very little pressure on him. We'll see how much pressure is put on Carolina's quarterback tonight. Again, this is a young man who's starting to prove himself. He really, really is. There were a lot of doubts. It is the 40th start for Bryant Young, and this is going to be a very, very interesting football game all around. I think we're in for a little bit of a fist fight. Now, if it could create a lot of separation, it means somebody else comes along for the party tonight. It's not just going to be Brock Purdy and CMC, but Ricky Pearsall, Kendrick Bourne, somebody else, maybe somebody playing some good defense, actually putting a little pressure on the quarterback. Maybe that is out there. Maybe that is actually out there for the 49ers tonight. So we will see what happens. Bryce Young, I think I called him Bryant. Sorry, everybody. Bryce Young, here we go. An improving young quarterback, an improving Carolina team, a 49er team that is just having to reprove itself every single time you go out there. Every single time you go out there, it's like a referendum on Brock Purdy, this organization, Kyle Shanahan as a head coach. It never ends. So here we go. Here we go. And we are going to say thank you so much to all of our sponsors and to you for being here. If you're checking in, let us know where you're checking in from. It's always good to have you here. Already 120-something people, almost 300 people across all of our platforms just hopping right into the room, and we really, really appreciate that. Sorry, a little confusion. I was setting things up here. Oh, it's great to press start on a show before you got everything set up, but now we have it set up. And we're officially ready to say thanks so much to our sponsors. Thanks so much to our man, Ike. We don't get delicious sandwiches here in the Bay Area more delicious than Ike's. Ike's is fantastic. Ike's is expanding all over America. And hopefully, no matter where you're watching from, you're going to have an Ike's near you soon. Delicious. Don't believe me? Look at me. What would I know about it, right? What would I know about delicious sandwiches? That is me in sandwich form. Come get some. Thank you so much to Ike's for always getting us going. We thank the Dubliner, West Portal, one of my favorite bars in all of San Francisco. And all you do is go in there once. It'll be one of yours too. Maybe you're watching there tonight. If you're at the Dubliner right now, cheers to you. Kenny, John, thank you as always for the support. Go and support me by supporting our sponsors and by checking out the action on Sleeper. So always use, a little responsibility out there, kids. And make sure you use promo code Damon when you get $100 deposit match up to $100, your first deposit up to $100 over on Sleeper. So you go ahead, you check that out, and I will let you know what my Sleeper picks are here tonight. I'm on a heater. Let's try and make it a sleeper streak. I won my bets last week, the parlay that I put together, and here's what we got going on tonight. As always, it is a Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, who officially did absolutely nothing as he reemerged and disappeared all at the same time last week in Arizona. I think Ricky's going to have a pretty good game tonight. I got him over 42.5 receiving yards. Malik Mustafa, 2.5 tackles. That's what I need from him. And I think we're going to see a decent game out of, again, an ascending quarterback, a truly ascending quarterback. Bryce Young can play. He's getting better. There's no doubt about it. He just threw for a franchise record amount of yards in a very convincing win over the Atlanta Falcons. And really the only thing that the Atlanta Falcons do pretty well is play defense against the pass. So let's see how this goes. We have kicked off at Levi Stadium, and Sky Moore, who got the game going with a tremendous return in Arizona last week, is tackled around the 30-yard line, and we are underway on Monday Night Football. Cheers. I'll let you know that we have set up a goal tonight of 50 supers. When that happens, we will pop a brand new bottle. Ooh, a bottle of whiskey. This is Heaven Hill. Irwin dropped this off at the last Plus Mania. Haven't even sipped it yet. It says here, this bourbon is 7 years old. That means it's older than both my kids. So I'm looking forward to getting into that a little bit later on here tonight. All right. So first quarter underway. 49ers running a play here. First down. What are we looking at? Here we go. Brock starts the game under center and right away gives to McCaffrey. Picks up about 2 or 3. Christian McCaffrey is obviously having a tremendous season. And this game's got to mean an awful lot to him. This is the team that drafted him. This is the team that had an awful lot of success with him and then saw him become sort of an oft-injured player. And they gave up on the concept of Christian McCaffrey regaining his form. McCaffrey comes to San Francisco, is one of the skeleton keys that has opened up Kyle Shanahan's offense like nobody else. And he's an incredible football player. An absolutely incredible football player. He's going to catch it. He's going to run it. He's going to touch it, I think, at least 25 times tonight. We got Ricky Pearsall early in motion. Looks like Brock is looking for him, but he checks it down to McCaffrey, who gets his clock cleaned very quickly there. We've got a Carolina team that is all banged up at linebacker, looking for some conflict defenders and mismatches is what Kyle Shanahan is best at. So we'll see what we get out of McCaffrey, where he comes from. Will he be in the slot? Will he be in the backfield? What kind of underneath crossing routes? How involved is Kittle going to be? Let's see if the 49ers can convert their first third down of the night. Again, they picked up 3 and then lost 3, so it is 3rd and 10, and hopefully the 49ers don't open with a 3 and out here. That would be bad business. McCaffrey in the flat, first down. Again, an awful lot of Christian McCaffrey is going to be dialed up in this one. There's no doubt about it. Will we see much of Brian Robinson Jr.? We will find out together. I am all done betting on Brian Robinson's yardage totals. I've been sweating those out for too many weeks in a row to go back there on the sleeper profile. So forget about any of that. Okay. All right. We're going to be talking about how important third down was. Not only the Niners converting it offensively and staying on the field, but getting off that field on third down. Very, very important all game long. The 49ers will not dominate a game defensively again this football season. I don't think it's in the cards for them. It's not who they are. It's not part of their identity. They lost that ability when they lost their most important players defensively, and then really didn't go about replacing them at the deadline. All sorts of conjecture whether that was the right, wrong thing to do. Well, If they think they're going to be a playoff team of consequence, they're going to need a better defense than they've shown so far. Haven't even seen it tonight. We're not going to start criticizing anything yet, but it feels like that's just going to be a challenge. Hopefully, among the challenges tonight isn't going to be protecting Purdy. He's got a clean pocket there, fires underneath for some can't go broke, taking a profit offense right off the rip here, setting up a 3rd and 3 now for Brock Purdy. I hear my 4-year-old son, Ozzy, has officially just gotten home. I can hear him stomping all over the roof of my home studio here. If you can hear that too, just play along, pretend it's the bongos. All right, 3rd and 3. Purdy finds Ricky Pearsall for his first catch since returning from injury. Ricky was out there playing last week. 1 target, no catches for Ricky Pearsall last week. So that is the first time Ricky has made a play for the 49ers since the last time we saw him actually make a play for the 49ers. Him being back tonight is certainly something that they need. So let's go, Ricky. You officially owe at the office this evening. No doubt about it. Monday Night Football recapping the interesting start of Ricky's career, to say the least. Oh, little play action off the rip to Brian Robinson Jr. And then as Purdy is looking to just flip it to him, he throws it out of bounds, a little over his head. So a throwaway first down play that didn't go anywhere fast there for the 49ers offense. Again, thank you so much for coming on by tonight. Hit like and subscribe. It's great to have you here. My goodness, I spent a couple days away last week down in Southern California, missed everybody, got back in the rhythm this morning with Kruger for a wake up. And the 49ers, again, they need this one. They need this one. The Rams right now look like they might be the best team in the NFL. The Seahawks, without an injury, don't look like they're about to go anywhere. Brian Robinson, early carry here for Brian Robinson Jr. We'll see how much he gets involved tonight. We'll see if at all Demarcus Robinson gets involved in tonight's game plan. It can't just be McCaffrey and Kittle over and over and over again. That is officially asking for it. Happy Turkey Day to you too, Kay. Go Hoosiers indeed, and Niners. Let's go. Everyone feeling good? Good. McCaffrey up the middle. I got too many loose ice cubes in this water. I hope I don't bother you crunching too much tonight. I think part of, that winning formula that you see so often from Kyle Shanahan is just controlling. I don't know if they're built to control a line of scrimmage, but control that clock, time of possession. And you can't do that without running the ball. Can't do that without keeping teams honest and balanced defensively. So we'll see how much success the Niners get on the ground tonight. Their success and their failure pretty much correlate directly with the game that Christian McCaffrey has. Of the 49ers' 4 losses, he's been held to 55 rushing yards or under in each of their 4 losses. Toss to Kittle on first down. It's going to make it 2nd and 7. 9:19, 9:18. We'll try to get everybody synced up here. 9:15 on my clock. Hopefully I'm not too far behind or ahead of you. And anyway, how can I be ahead of you? But we're coming up on 9-minute mark here. Let's see if Purdy snaps the ball. He snaps it at 9:02. Toss back to McCaffrey. He's got a hole. Hits it pretty hard. First down on 2nd and 7. Oh, wait a minute. We got a little 49er who is looking to say hello here. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, what's up, buddy? Ozzy just came home from a little preschool. We got a little Indian bread from Trader Joe's. He loves Indian bread. All right. Got his Niner t-shirt on, ready to go. Does mommy know you're down here, or did you just sneak down here?
I just sneaky went down.
You just sneaked down here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully.
Mommy still knows I'm down here.
Mommy does not know you're down here.
She does know.
All right. Let's go ahead and see if the 49ers can get a score here on the opening drive. McCaffrey takes it around left side. Let me tell you, got some nice little chunks of yardage for this Niner running game early on here in this game. Ozzy, you want to say hello to the people?
Hello.
Want to say go Niners?
Go Niners.
Can you say Christian McCaffrey?
Because I'm a caffeine.
Yeah, close enough. There you go. There you go. It's hard to talk with your mouth full, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially a name like McCaffrey. Got a lot of food in your mouth, so those F's come out tough, don't they?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it'll take for your mom to notice you're down here. Clearly, she's not watching the live stream upstairs. A handoff on 2nd and 2 to Brian Robinson, who rolls for a first down, and the 49ers are right outside the 10-yard line. All right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We got Panther players diving off the field so they don't get called for an extra man on the field. Speaking of mommy, there she is. Honey, why don't you come in here and show everybody what you're just rocking too, so they understand where this show is coming from.
Go Niners.
There you go. There you go, honey. Have a good night. We'll see you in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
If the boy wants to come on down here for a good night, well,
We are going to go have a date on West Portal.
You're going to go have a West Portal date? Go to the Dubliner. Say hi to the guy. Say hi to
I got a joke.
say hi to Kenny for me. Yeah, you bring Ozzy to the bar. That's fine.
I got a joke.
You got a
Good
joke?
morning, Daddy.
Yeah. Thank you, Ozzy. Good morning. I think he meant the joke is it's nighttime. He's dropping good mornings. See, that's where the humor is. All right. So we're going to have to drop huge money to Ozzy's agent for that cameo appearance. We thank him very much. And I cannot help but notice that the 49ers here on 2nd and 10, just outside the goal line or outside the 10-yard line, are gobbling up time of possession. And that is a Juwan Jennings touchdown. It looked like they were going to stop him short of the goal line, but Jennings just kept on going. And on the very first possession here on Monday Night Football, it is 6-0 49ers. And we'll see if this week's kicker, Matt Gay, can make it 7-0. Matt Gay in for an injured Eddie Pinheiro, who is obviously now kicking. Unfortunately, he's not tonight with a hamstring, but Eddie Pinheiro has been a little bit of a special team savior after the disastrous stint with Jake Moody to begin this year. And then, what do you know? Matt Gay is now here kicking points after touchdown because Jake Moody just got picked up in freaking Washington. And if that's not an incredible story, I really don't know what is. Gay is good. There you go. That is... hold on. Very sophisticated scoreboard. Boom. That's a nice start to the game. That is a nice start to the game for the 49ers. No doubt about that. Exactly what they needed. Juwan Jennings, somebody else has to be the third guy to come along for the ride. It can't just be Purdy to McCaffrey, Purdy to Kittle, Purdy to McCaffrey, Purdy to Kittle, Purdy to McCaffrey, Purdy to McCaffrey, Purdy to McCaffrey, Purdy to Kittle, Purdy to McCaffrey. They've got to do something a little different than that. So we've seen a catch already from Pearsall. We've seen a catch already from Jake Tungus, I believe. We've seen a catch already from Juwan Jennings, including the opening touchdown. So nice little start here on Monday Night Football. Cheers. Hopefully that gets everybody rolling into their Thanksgiving week in a good mood, and hopefully everybody's starting here with a good mood. Let's say hello to already some supers that have come in. Thank you very much. Look at Vince Vargas throwing down for that very first bottle pull. First man in the room, Vince. Thank you so very, very much. We got my man, Brett Euchre, not Bree Tucker. Thank you for the stream. Stuck at work, no way to watch the game. You're a lifesaver. Well, it is my pleasure. Thank you so much, Brett. Brett, it's an awful lot of fun to do it. I really have a great time during these. Maybe BA is a wise investor, doesn't need the money. Yeah, Bill, I guess just already 10x'd his money thanks to some wise place. Maybe he was buying big buckets of NVIDIA stock the minute he got drafted. Maybe he's in early on something. Maybe he's a little bit of a venture capitalist. What a weird situation it's become with Brandon Ayuk. There's no doubt about that. Hey, we're going to go ahead and give In the Mix production just a little love here tonight, because when you give me the amount of love that I've been given from my man Jude, I got to give it back to him. He was spinning at Plus Mania, and apparently, he wants 100 super chats tonight. I thank you very much. We got he's spinning at a bar soon. Where are you going? Where are you spinning again soon? I know it's going to be somewhere. I thought I saw it earlier in the chat tonight. How about this? Packers 2015 new member. Oh no, for 10 months now. Damon, let's go. Past 10 months. Any prediction on the college football championship game? Let's just say I'd like to see the Indiana Hoosiers participate in that game if at all possible. That would absolutely make my night. We're going to do this. Thank you very much, Dave Lopez. Let's see what the 49ers got defensively here for the Carolina Panthers tonight. But thank you so very, very much for being a part of this. Could not do it without you guys. Wouldn't want to do it without you guys. And it's a better connection with an audience than I ever had in my radio career. What a cool thing I've been able to do. Yeah, here's my man. What is up, everyone? OG Plusers who saw me spin vinyl at the Dubliner, spinning again at the Cordial Cellar Lounge in Castro Valley, September 20th, 6 o'clock. Bring your own vinyl. He'll spin it for you. Check it out. Hopefully the 49ers are not really easy to run on this evening on first down. Pick up about 4. Who did that? Did Rico Dowdell get that first carry, or was it Hubbard? I'm not going to lie. I think the Panthers' black helmets aren't bad at all. I'm normally uninspired when my alternate color is black. I know that the Niners are going to be doing that in their season finale. But those look pretty good. They look pretty good. Like coastal Carolina out there. Oh my gosh, a little pressure on Bryce Young. He's hit pretty hard, but still a completion for a first down. They're going to take a look at this, though. Sam Aquinu, I believe, is going to get called for a roughing the passer penalty here. Have we got helmet to helmet? Aquinu and Young? Is that what just happened? I will say this. I like what I just saw up front. I don't like the penalty, but I like the fact that Bryce Young was made uncomfortable early. Bryce Young was just made more uncomfortable on that pass than Jacoby Brissett really was made uncomfortable at any point in time in Arizona last week. That's got to be a good sign. Saw Bryce Huff get in on that pressure action in there. Okay. Oh, no, wait, excuse me. There was a hold. We had a hold that pulled Bryce Huff down. That's where I thought that was going to be roughing. I really did. 2nd and 16. So a very good play for the 49ers defensively. Little toss out to the flats that basically make it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening on 2nd and very long to set up 3rd and very long. Young for fantasy. I understand how that is. Look, let me tell you, I had Matthew Stafford going against the 49ers in fantasy. You didn't hear me talk much about it, but it got me through my day. Up the middle. Nearly picked it up on 3rd and 13, but 4th down is coming up. If you're Dave Canales, how frisky are you going to get right here on 4th and 3 around midfield? I think this would be a big mistake. I am all for aggressive modern football, but if you're Carolina and all of a sudden in a game with real stakes on the outcome of this game, I don't think you can be foolish and go for it there. You've got to punt it away, and it looks like indeed Dave Canales is coming to his senses. Young wanted to huddle up right there. He said, young man, get off the field. We are just over our own 40-yard line. We ain't going for it on 4th and 3 from here. So the 49ers do get off the field. Sky Moore runs away from a punt. No problem there. It does go out of bounds, though, so a nice special teams punt for Carolina there, and it's going to be bad starting field position for the 49ers, but Sky Moore, I do believe, played that the right way for the most part. Let's see. Thank you so much again to Kay. Kay says, I love your broadcast, always entertaining. Pull one for me. Well, I tell you what, in about 41 more supers, which is going to happen, no doubt about that, we will get there. And thank you so much to Gary. More green for the green jar. Keep it flying. Appreciate that very, very much. And welcome to the uninitiated. As always, I really appreciate the members. By the way, in case you were ever wondering how many of you are there, 125 of you. It fluctuates between 125 and 150. People dip in and out, but I so appreciate it. And for the cost of a cup of coffee, it really helps to support this channel. Thank you so much. And oh, by the way, I'd be not doing my own job, selling the own brand here, if I didn't tell you that Black Friday is coming up. And if you really enjoy this, we got some really cool merch in our store, some new things. My man Fuji Simeon, the last couple of weeks, has been asking for hoodies. There is now a hoodie. You can check that out. You can grab that. You can cop that, kids. Between Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, we got over 800 people hanging out with us here right now watching. Thanks to all of you. And if you would please, my good friends, think about checking out the subscribe button. It ain't going to hurt you. It's not going to screw up your algorithm, but it helps bring more people to me. And it also really helps bring more people to this broadcast if you were to go ahead and do something so bold as to hit that likes up button right now. So if you feel frisky doing that, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I want to show you this because we are trying to find ourselves at 50,000 subscribers by the bye week. And as you can see, we are climbing towards that. We're what is that? 178 subs away from getting to 49,000. 49,000 for a 49er watch party. Wouldn't it be great if we could hit that tonight? That'd be really, really aggressive. But enough of you will come through here who are not subscribers to change that. So if you feel like you want to see that tick up like an odometer, I certainly do. We want to get to 100,000 eventually. My goodness, are we kidding? But we got to get to 50 before we get anywhere. And thank you so much for helping me get. Oh, somebody just hit that button. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 49ers from their 9-yard line. They are looking at 91 yards of offense, and Brock, with a little play action, is hunting downfield, and he finds himself intercepted. Oh, that was not good. Brock Purdy just gave that ball away. An interception right over the middle. J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn, that's his 4th interception. That's more interceptions all by J.C. Horn's self than the San Francisco 49ers have as an entire defense this year. I told Larry during Wake Up this morning that J.C. Horn scared me, and J.C. Horn just picked one off. Just jumped right in front of Jawan Jennings and picked that one off. Brock, that was a bad ball. Well, a cordial invitation to the Panthers. Just jump right back into this football game as fast as possible. The Panthers are now starting with the ball inside the red zone. Play action. Young is going to tuck it and run. Picks up about 5. Just outside the 10-yard line is where 2nd down will start for the Carolina Panthers. Man, what a really nice start. Just kind of goes up in smoke right there thanks to a bad Brock Purdy interception. I mean, it was a great play by J.C. Horn. But I think a better ball, putting it somewhere that wasn't a little high. Is that a little turf toe still rearing its head? Or is that just a floater that got away from Brock? Either way, bad play. And here come the Panthers. On 2nd down, they'll only pick up a couple, so 3rd and short is coming up here. Not 3rd and goal, 3rd and 2. The Panthers can pick up a 1st down before getting to the end zone here, so this is get aggressive part of the field for Dave Canales if the 49ers make a play right here. Let's see what happens. What is Saleh going to cook up here? There are more interceptions thrown by Purdy looking for Jawan Jennings than he throws interceptions trying to target any other receiver. Malik Mustafa comes up and makes a tackle. But that is going to be a 1st down for Bryce Young, who kept it. Looked like he was trying to run it in. And that's the kind of territory where if you hit a quarterback too hard, that can be like just, half the distance to the goal line, personal foul. Bryce Young to the back of the end zone. He's intercepted. Bryce Young gets intercepted. Jair Brown just jumps right in front of it, and that is one of the biggest defensive plays you have seen from a San Francisco 49er in 2025, the year of our Lord. That is absolutely huge. Jair Brown he's partying with the fans in the corner of the end zone right now. Huge play. Jair Brown got his hands up, caught the own bobble. We got Fred Warner up in a luxury box strumming an imaginary guitar as Monday Night Football goes to commercial break. Holy shit. Woo! Okay. 49ers defense, you got to do something. Got to do something to help win a game. They just did something huge to help this team win this game. I mean, turnovers, interceptions have been far and few between, and the 49ers get an interception right after Brock throws one. Wow. Jerry Rice on the Manning cast. Good TV. I would imagine. But, keep it here if you could, please. Man. All right. Well, if you were looking for an exciting start to the game, I think we officially have one. This first quarter feels like it's flying past us quickly. There's been a lot of action. We've had a touchdown. We've had each team turn the ball over. Here we go. Okay. Very interesting. I tell you, I might have to crack into this bottle a little early. I'm feeling frisky here on a Monday. Yeah. Do-over. Adam Carr was coming. Yeah, just do a do-over. Just do over that. Yeah, crazy, right? Kim, great to see you, Kim. Hey, 3 interceptions in 3 games, plus an interception tonight. Look out, here it comes. Here it comes. By the way, Tim, is that you across the street? Tim, is this you across the street? My neighbor across the street is a Packers fan. This might be Tim. We'll find out. Tim's a great neighbor. Tim's the kind of neighbor you lend your lawnmower to. Hey, interceptions are well worth a drop of the pure. Well, Mike, it's a little too early to start hitting the bottle. I mean, we are going to have ourselves like a 3.5 hour long broadcast here tonight. So, we'll go ahead and kill that spam bot for you. Thank you very much, Kim. I feel like Kim with all of her broadcasting. Is there a way? How do I make Kim a moderator? Put Kim in put Kim in charge of things. If there's one thing I do know is I won't be able to do that on the fly during this broadcast tonight. I don't know. It's amazing that we even got on the air. Every time I get on the air. By the way, Tim, if that is you, here's a message from TFS. F the Packers. All right, so let's just pretend that first interception by Brock did not happen, but a little first down to Christian McCaffrey is happening right now. That play came on second down to dial up another new series, and I don't know if the 49ers are going to try to get another playoff here. They can take this to the end of the first quarter, which would mean that this first quarter just officially flew by in like less than a half an hour. That is cooking. Oh, hey, what do you know? We are running plays. It's the 49ers version of a hurry-up offense. No. Never mind. They do not get that play off on time. I don't know if that was a Fugazi looking setup or if Brock really wanted to run something there, but it did not happen fast enough. And after one quarter, this is what we're looking at. 7-0, 49ers over the Panthers. Good start, all things considered. Jair Brown getting one back is a huge, huge play right there. I mean, even keeping the Panthers off the board from a point of a field goal early on here feels like a big play. So, Carolina will be getting the ball to start the second half. I didn't even see, maybe one of you know and can tell me who won the coin toss tonight. I was getting ready to come on the air here. But who did the 49ers win the coin toss and take the ball? Because that's the way I think they need to play for the remainder of the year. They don't have a chance to start with their worst foot forward. And I think their worst foot forward, without a doubt, the worst foot forward is going to be, okay, the Panthers won the toss. There you go. Panthers won the toss. They deferred. So I think you take the ball against the 49ers. You want to be playing the 49ers defense if you're Carolina. That's how you're going to win this game. I am glad, absolutely glad that the 49ers got a touchdown on their opening drive. I think it's part of Kyle Shanahan's formula. He's got to be a front runner. Got to be a front runner this year. Thank you for not running that one in, Bryce. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Joe paying Bryce to not score touchdowns here. Thank you very much, Joe. Barry and Mary, little love for the jar, checking in from Memphis. Always great to have you. Barry and Mary are the kind of people who will bring me around the fire pit with their family during football season. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Barry. TFS comes in saying, I was trying to get from the pub to home, enrolled in late. I saw the interception. Giveth, we take it away. Let's go Niners. There you go. Good start, all things considered. And we are off to a good start right here, if you don't mind me saying. Thanks so much to everyone for being here tonight. Really, really appreciate it. And as always, we really appreciate our sponsors. Could not do this without them, would not want to do it without them. We thank my man Ike of Ike Sandwiches. Absolutely delicious sandwich. And if you order one right now, it should get there like start of the third quarter, and a delicious sandwich for dinner always sounds pretty damn good to me. I'm not going to lie. I can eat a sandwich for dinner once, twice a week. I really can. The sandwiches at Ike's are fantastic. First down to George Kittle, by the way, as the second quarter is now underway. Maybe you're watching at the Dubliner West Portal tonight. Hello to my men at the Dubliner West Portal. Kenny and John, my kind of people. Jillian and Ozzy are hanging out on West Portal right now. Cracked a little one off, a little shot glass full of beer. I let my 6-year-old sip wine. He didn't do it, but I offered him. I'm like, if you want to take a sip, you can take a sip. He didn't want to do it. Brian Robinson with a reception on first down. Picks up a couple there from Brock Purdy. Thanks to the Dubliner, and thank you so much to Sleeper. Thank you to Sleeper. Without Sleeper, I don't know where I'd be placing my action this year. I certainly wouldn't be placing it on the fastest growing fantasy app in the world. And you can find out for betting, for your parlays, for your game lines, for all the fun across all your sports. The Sleeper interface is fantastic, and use promo code Damon to get a $100 match on your first deposit up to $100. And we will let you know what my parlays are here in just a second, as this play is run on second down and almost picks up the entire boatload. It's going to be 3rd and 1, 3rd and a very long 2. Is that what's coming up here for the 49ers? Looks like that. Here's tonight's parlay. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, over 42.5 receiving yards. Bryce Young, over 204 passing. And Malik Mustafa, more than 2.5 tackles. He's already got a big one. He stopped Young at the goal line. McCaffrey on 3rd and 2 picks it up. No, stopped a little short, pardon me. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Let me tell you, there's one aspect of this game that is absolutely going the 49ers way early. I mean, absolutely going the 49ers way early, and we'll show it to you after this big 4th and 1 play. They can have Brock sneak it. Do they feel good enough with the turf toe to him do that? Yeah, Brock Purdy squats a lot, got big thighs. Brock Purdy, first down. 49ers, not messing around. I don't want to see any nonsense, Kyle Juszczyk bullshit, razzle-dazzle. That's the right play right there. Glad they did that. All right, here on first down, then I'm going to show you what matters the most. McCaffrey, again, he goes up the middle. McCaffrey picks up 3, maybe 4 right there. Let me show you what is so far the biggest stat in this game. Let me zoom in. Let me go up and zoom in. Look at the time of possession difference early on here. It has been all 49ers, 13 and a half minutes to under 5, over 14 minutes to under 5. That is what the 49ers want to do when it comes to holding on to this ball tonight. 2nd and 7. Brock in the shotgun. And he just tucks and runs. Brock saw what looked like a running lane in front of him, and he just tucked it, and ran. I don't know if that was designed or Brock just said, let me show you the athleticism, baby. Either way, good play. Don't do it again, though. Brock can't be running like that. Good God. Nice play. Nice play. Don't do it again. O-line, so pathetic. Look, D-Watts, there's plenty of criticism to go around that offensive line. Let's not do it while the game is on and the 49ers are winning, and they're actually pushing some guys around early on here. Purdy gets that one out fast. He finds Juwan Jennings, picks up about 6. Okay. Oh, my God. You got Monday Night Football showing you all the games missed by 49ers. It is prolific. Oh, my God. Look at Nick Bosa. It looks like he's got a beer in his hand. Is Nick Bosa going to drink carbs now that the season is over? And Nick Bosa going to – I don't think he's had a carb since 1996. So there you go. Nick Bosa. Maybe going to drink a beer. I'm surprised. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. We'll try to turn the spam off whenever we do see it. If the spam bots are on a rampage tonight, all that means is the show is working. Thank you so much for coming on by. You hit like and subscribe. It'll make the show work even better. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, and it's a big one because anything outside of 50 yards, you are asking to get to the edge of the Matt Gay field goal range. So this is a 3rd and 6 play you want to get right. This is a play you want to get right. TFS, sorry. TFS says playing like they've looked at the standings. Well, the 49ers have a couple things working against them. Most of it is their own injury, and the rest of it is how good the Rams and Seahawks really are. I didn't think the 49ers were going to be buried 3rd in their division behind 2 world beaters. I thought maybe they could get to 3rd if things went wrong, but because the Rams and Seahawks look this good, I was not expecting that. So the West is the best, most balanced looking division in all of football for sure. Purdy again steps up in the pocket, flips one, and is picked again. He is picked again at the goal line. Oh, my God. Brock Purdy floats one to the goal line. He was looking downfield and gets picked off again. Oh, that hurts. Good God. Bosa built like a Greek god. It's like water to him. Yeah, I don't think Bosa has a cheat day, which is why he's got that Greek god apparatus. 2 first-half turnovers from Brock Purdy. All I'm going to tell you is Mac Jones would never. And the balls that were not floating on him last week looked like they're floating on him a little this week. I'm going to tell you, if he's responsible for another one, I'm putting Mac Jones in the game. Again, there isn't a quarterback controversy. We're not changing guys out. The entire world does not change irreversibly and can't go back. But this is no screwing around time here. And when you know you have a second capable quarterback, you can't stick with a struggling quarterback. I don't care how much he's entrenched. We knew we'd hear from you quickly there. Joseph Ernberg. Wow. Same old sorry ass Brock. And Fuji Simeon. Bosa with the beer. Yeah, got that beer. Fuji, if you're just joining us, check out that merch. We got the hoodie that you were talking about. Black Friday coming on up soon. This Friday. So check out that merch, and thank you so much. Hit like and subscribe if you would, my good people. And look, I was just talking to this Mr. 33 Degrees. Can we put Mac 10 in? Hey, one more pick? Yeah, Mac 10's going in my opinion. I'd put him in there. You know, one thing I would never give a quarterback an opportunity to do would be to throw a 4th interception. Like if you've thrown 2, you are officially at your limit, almost right there. A 3rd, I'm benching a guy if he throws 3 interceptions in a game, period. At any level. You got to do that. Pop Warner. Doesn't matter if that's your kid or not. You 3 interceptions is enough. 2, if you don't mind me saying, is too many. Thanks to everyone watching on X and on Twitch. We are now over 1,300 people in the room. It's funny. The smallest audience watching right now is over on YouTube, which means I really need those of you in this chat to hit that like button right now. The nicest thing that I can say about that Brock Purdy interception is it did serve as a punt. And so it is bad starting field position for the Panthers here. They got a long way to go. Brock was looking for Ricky Pearsall and just underthrew him. Needed to put that deeper into the end zone. Ricky turned around. I was underthrown. On throws of 15 yards or more, Brock is 0 for 2 with two interceptions right now. Chuba Hubbard, he is stopped short, bringing up 3rd down here. 3rd and 2. If you got to stop on 3rd and short right now, 49ers defense, it'd be a great place to see it because this is Puntville. This is Puntville if it's not a 1st down. Niners look like they're about to send the house here. 4 come, the rest drop off. Oh, my goodness. Teteroa McMillan just has one hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it. Oh, my gosh. I mean, that was in his hands. That hit him in the number. Teteroa McMillan, the rookie, is having a phenomenal season. That play was not part of it. 49ers will take that. That brings up 4th and 2. And like I said, Puntville is where the Carolina Panthers are getting their mail right now. So here is Sam Martin. He gets it away. Sky Moore. Peter, get away, Sky. Get away from that football. Thank you very much. What are you doing? If you're not going to field it, run in the opposite direction. And now, in a city that is basically not even close to where the 49ers are playing, you get your Bay Bridge money shot of San Francisco, not even close to Levi Stadium. Well, my goodness, what an eventful start to this game we officially have, right? I mean, this is a seriously eventful start to this game. Let me see what I've gotten just in terms of box score right here, right now. Somebody says, Damon, you're a little blurry. Oh, no, let's not do this with the damn router tonight. Hopefully we can improve on that. Hold on. Let me tell you, one day we're going to be able to get somebody to produce this damn show while I'm hosting it. It'll be even smoother. It'll be even smoother. How smooth will it be tonight for yours truly on Sleeper? You got Warriors games coming up. Make a play over there. Sharks games coming up. Make a play over there. Our good friends at Sleeper offering a $100 deposit match up to $100. Thanks so much to them. And here we are tonight. Where are we? Well, Bryce Young, he's got to start picking it up and putting it down. Bryce Young needs over 204 passing yards. Right now, he is 2 for 4 for 9 yards. So the 49ers really couldn't ask for much of a sputtering start. But unfortunately, 2 interceptions by Brock Purdy is not the way they wanted to start the game, but it is the way they started the game. We are looking at Malik Mustafa, who has already hit my tackle total, 2.5 for Malik. He's already got 4 tonight. Let's see. Ricky Pearsall has a catch for 6 yards. Ricky's going to have to start picking it up, putting it down. McCaffrey will get into the end zone tonight. He usually does. Well, okay. Gary Sousa says defense looking up to the up to the task right now. It is. The defense is looking good, starting this game very, very well. Better than they did in Arizona last week, where it was just Jacoby Brissett carving him up like a turkey. First and 10. We're at the stop clock 8-minute mark. Pitch back to McCaffrey, who fumbles. Oh, my God, the 49ers got it back. Holy shit. Colton McKivitz. Christian McCaffrey fumbled. That ball bounced far, far away from him. I mean, and it was out clean as day. That should be Carolina ball, and if that play happened 10 more times in a row, it would be Carolina's bar 10 more times in a row. Juwan Jennings got in there, started battling it out. Colton McKivitz and Trent Williams are the guys jumping in on that. Holy mackerel, the 49ers just saved themselves their 3rd turnover of the half. They are playing with fire tonight. They really are. First down, though. What a great first down. McCaffrey, they go right back to him. He carries the ball, puts another point of protection on that football, and picks up a couple. I mean, this is a ping pong game. Second and 8. Carolina Panthers have only run 10 plays in this game. This is the 31st play of the game for the 49ers offense. Purdy looking downfield again. He was just picked off again. Get him out of the game. Get him out of the game. J.C. Horn again. J.C. Horn's 2nd interception of the night. Brock Purdy needs to be pulled out of this game right here, right now. Why am I fuzzy? I am sorry that I am fuzzy. Stay with me, good people. It is not the camera. It's my freaking router. Unbelievable. Brock Purdy was thrown to what looked to be an open Ricky Pearsall. But again, he's short of Pearsall. And he just didn't even see J.C. Horn coming across the other side of the field. That is his third interception of the night. Again, get him out of the game. That's it. If I'm the head coach, you don't get a chance to throw a fourth interception. Sloppy with the football. I'm going to tell you right now, the 49ers are in a game that they deserve to lose. They're winning at 7-0, but they deserve to lose right now. And if they stick with Purdy and he throws another one, Kyle needs to be called out on the carpet. I mean, you've got a very good backup quarterback. You need to go to him right now. J.C. Horn is a one-man secondary right now. Moose DeWitt, Quack Purdy, 3 ducks. Mac Jones, warm up fast. Mike Val SF. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, get him going. Get him going. Get him lubed up. All 3 interceptions underthrows. All of them. I agreed. That would be kind of interesting. That would be a little bit interesting. Brandon Ayuk, what is he thinking right now? What is he thinking right now? Violet, who has thrown 3 interceptions? No. Who has thrown 3 interceptions? No, sorry. Either way, thank you very much for watching. Geez. Again, people get angry. They type fast, hit send. I get it. First and goal. First and goal. Sam Aquinu, I hope that's not a personal foul. Just dump Bryce Young a little bit. Maybe a step out of bounds. Won't be, though. Okay, good. Again, I thought tonight could be a fist fight, and indeed that's what we got. Here we are, second and goal from right outside the 10. Tunnel screen set up to the left-hand side. Jair Brown comes on and makes the tackle. Third and goal. Huge play. Big play this football game right here. 3:15, 3:14, 3:13 on the clock. Third and goal. Ball is snapped to the flat. Terrible play, Dave Canales. Terrible play to dial up in that situation. The 49ers are all over it. Malik Mustafa and Jair Brown are playing their dicks off in this game so far, and it's a good thing, too, because the 49ers need it. Absolutely need it. So, what are you going to do now, Dave Canales? You going to ask for a field goal? I mean, I'm kicking a field goal right here if I'm Canales. Yep. 25-yard attempt for Ryan Fitzgerald. And that was easy. Well. I got to tell you, all things considered, the fact it's the 49ers 7, Panthers 3 feels a little lucky, to be totally honest with you, to still be winning a game and only have surrendered 3 points off of 3 turnovers. And if we're being honest, let's call it 3.5, because they halfway tried to fumble a ball to this Carolina Panthers defense as well. It's amazing they're still in it. It kind of is. We got Joe Young saying, I'm worried Damon Purdy is in his own head. Look, I don't know if he's in his own head or if he's in his own toe or if he can't use his toe or if he's not pushing off that back foot anymore because he just can't grip the earth with that toe anymore. He's floating his passes. When Brock Purdy is wrong, when Brock Purdy ain't going right, there's 2 things that happen. His passes float or they're either batted down at the line of scrimmage. Both are bad omens. Vince Vargas, J.C. Horn is a bad man. Pick on somebody else. Yeah, I would say so. That's the thing. I think Brock's trying to get a little something going with Ricky Pearsall, which, by the way, is why I took an over on Ricky Pearsall receiving yards tonight. But feeding him has not exactly worked out. Brent the Rick, just putting $10 in the ganja jar. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Brent, very, very much. By the way, last live stream, we did last week in Arizona set some personal records in terms of the amount of super chats that we took in. Maybe it's that coming holiday season, people were feeling extra generous, but we had my man, we had Robbie C Note dropped $400 super chats. That was insane. You can take the week off, Rob, but seriously, you don't have to come in like that every week. I didn't bring that to speak another one into existence. As far as I'm concerned, you've given at the office, brother. So if you're watching, thank you so much. I will say we're about almost halfway to again, it's not just a bottle pull, it's a bottle pop. That is an uncracked bottle of whiskey. And to be completely honest, if Brock is left in this game to throw another interception, we just might have to pop it, period. Sky Moore, good return. Nice job. Take that every time. Fuji says it could be worse. Could be Justin Fields out there. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't think if you're comparing your quarterback's production to Justin Fields, things have gone terribly wrong. Have they not? Can anybody say quarterback controversy? Well, Bill Cannaday, it's something that I don't think this team even needs to worry about. This isn't about a controversy. This is about winning this game tonight. And Brock is still in this game. Ricky Pearsall, caught behind the line of scrimmage, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Purdy, this wagon, I'm about to hop off it. Hero ball ain't it. It's like he's trying to prove to everyone he's something he never was. Just win the damn game. No, look. I think he was targeting open-looking receivers at the time. He just didn't get it there. We got a time. Oh, no, I was about to say we don't have a timeout in the game. We got a 2-minute warning already. The 2-minute warning. This thing is moving tonight. I mean, this game is moving. We kicked this bad boy off an hour ago. Normally, when you got turnovers like that, Violet, she comes back in. Okay, I like that. But I don't like overcompensating that Brock doing. We all saw the throws. What Mac did, they were amazing. The job is yours. What? Isn't it? The job is yours, isn't it? So it's, I think, mental. I don't know if it's mental. I don't think Brock is a guy who's a mental guy. I think his mechanics are off because his foot is fucked up. And I don't think he necessarily should have been brought back into the bye week. Last week, he was good enough to where you could overlook whatever you might not have liked. He had a 3-touchdown performance. So you're not going to complain about that. This is the performance that I feared last week, and here it is. I mean, the defense has been very good, Wes. The defense has been really good so far in this game. There's no denying that. It's about as well as they played in weeks, that's for sure. Now, here's a question that just, Tommy, drives me nuts. Why can't Jordan Watkins get some playing time faster than JJ and Ricky? I don't know what to tell you. This team loves to draft wide receivers and running backs that it never even bothers playing. They do it all the time. They do it almost every year. It feels like Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are selecting several players that they will then make sure do not hit the field under almost any circumstances. You got 3 healthy scratch rookies on this team right now. Jordan Watkins, Jordan James, and Connor Colby. 2 of them were drafted. The other was not. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, Brock, your next mistake just got to be the last. He does find Kittle for a big completion, though, down to the 30-yard line. It's got to be pickup of at least 20, 25, 30 yards there. Brock to Kittle, that one worked. I am terribly sorry if you're getting a grainy photo of me. I'm embarrassed. We just got in a brand new router, too. This is pissing me off. Really pissing me off. Just outside of their own red zone here, looking to take oh my God, Brock threw high across the middle, again looking for Kittle, and I'm not going to say that was nearly picked off, but J.C. Horn was in the neighborhood. God, Brock, what are you doing? Brock is just sailing it. Brock is 1 for 5 for 25 yards and 3 interceptions. The 25-yard completion was the play just to Kittle a minute ago. So, Brock again, stepping back, lets one go to Kittle. Incomplete. Kittle dropped it. Had a guy all over him instantly. So 3rd and 10, Morig with the play. Gary says, Damon, the voice is loud and clear. That's good. Thank you very much. I want that. I want that picture to be good too. It's, you know, with that it's freaking YouTube. I can't have a bad picture. This is pissing me off. I'd go ahead and unplug the router, but that would be the end of this live stream. So we're just going to keep going with all apologies. Holy shit. Brock just nearly threw another interception. Looking for Ricky Pearsall again. Brock just nearly threw another interception. Was that Juwan Jennings? Excuse me, not Ricky Pearsall. Ugh. Well, Matt Gay. To the French, gay means happy. Let's see. That is a 47-yarder, and it is good. Thank you very much, Matt Gay, making the people happy. Okay. Well, some points there definitely needed. More scares from Brock Purdy, more unimpressive play from Brock Purdy. Having said all that, it's 10-3 49ers. There's just nothing going to come easy this year, kids. Rob C, 500. Dropping a 5. Was it 5? Was it 4 or 5? Either. I got blinded by his generosity. There was so much of it. Dale says, Purdy, this wagon, I'm about off it. We already got to that one. Thanks again, Dale. This is Moose says, this is on Kyle now. A little bit. I mean, yeah, first of all, the whole thing is on Kyle at all times. His team, his decisions, his system, his 9th year. It's all Kyle. Kyle is always enamored with what can the next guy do. So why he would stick with the struggling Brock Purdy, I really don't know. My aunt's name was Gay. Rest her soul. Good night, Aunt. Good night, Aunt Gay. Thank you, TFS. We start thinking about family this time of year. It is the holiday seasons indeed. Thank you. LBG Re Kid. Oh, no. LB Greek Kid. There we go. LB Greek Kid. Sometimes I have to, like, we were just talking about Matt Gay. So I had Gay on the mind. I'm like, LGBTQ. What? No, okay, I got it. I love Brock. They have to goddamn pull him. Yeah. I feel the same way too. You know, if he earned we'll give him to halftime. I think in that drive alone, he played himself off the field. That drive, plus the 3 interceptions before it, mean I am looking at Mac in the locker room at halftime and going, work it out. Lube it up. Here we go. We're going to need you. Joseph, Brock is not the future. He is the end of this team. Again, he's having a bad game tonight. No doubt about that. Looked pretty good last week. No doubt about that. He's a pretty good player. No doubt about that. I just think he's wrong. I don't think his body is ready to be playing in an NFL game. I think this turf toe is worse than he's letting on, and it's screwing up how he throws the football. This is an accurate passer. He is very inaccurate tonight. .404 Era says, this is hard to watch. You either mean my grainy footage or Brock, and either way, I would agree. I mean, it says lay off the legend. Brock is either not healthy or not good. I would agree with you. And I don't think he's not good. I think Brock is at worst good. And he's just not healthy. What's good about him? Are you forgetting everything that happened in Brock's career before tonight's game kicked off? Super Bowl appearances, winning playoff games, one of the statistical greatest starts any quarterbacking career has ever had from a quarterback rating standpoint. Like, let's not do the full referendum on let's pretend he was never good at this. Brock is good at this, but he's not tonight. And I really don't want to live outside of the vacuum of any one particular game. I don't think the 49ers can afford to do that. They need to win this game tonight. They need to put the quarterback that's going to help them win this game tonight in this game tonight. Because the quarterback who is in this game tonight is doing more to help Carolina win it than he is his own team right now. Hey, hands up. Hands up, and indeed a hand did go up, knocking down a Bryce Young pass with 25 seconds remaining in the half here. How we looking? 4th and 14. Sky Moore. Here's the thing. Set up Brock for a Hail Mary just to see what happens, right? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Niners should have decent field position, and they're going to have 2 timeouts. Sky Moore looks like he might have even had a chance to return that a little bit, but he just fair caught it. Okay. Yep, that ball was tipped. That was tipped. Keon White, there you go. There's your trade deadline move. Paying off. Well, it just wasn't, at the deadline enough for people's taste, I guess. He's played all right. All right, 17 seconds, Brock. You going to load one up and throw one down the field? What do you got here, Brocky? No, he's going to check it down to George Kittle, who is going to pick up a first down, but now I need to burn a timeout with 8 seconds left. It's really not a check down moment there, Brock, but okay. Live to fight another down. Man, I am terribly sorry about the quality of this video footage here tonight. I am embarrassed. We just installed a new router last week. What, I got to reset this thing every other day? Fresh it out? It's pissing me off. Pardon me. We do have over 1,900 people watching, though, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much for being here. Every single time the 49ers play football, there's a little adventure. So 3 seconds left and 3rd and 1 out of field goal range. Brock has got to uncork one to the end zone here. Kittle tried to play tiptoe on the sideline, wasn't able to. Again, how do these spam things work? Like, what is in it for them? Does it work? But why? Why does a totally ridiculous website that no one in their lifetime would ever click on come in here and spam it? I don't know. I'm a simple man who does not understand the internet, as the quality of this footage clearly illustrates. Couple of picks for J.C. Horn, 3 interceptions, nearly a 4th turnover on a fumble that the Niners were able to recover is the first half storyline here. Since the opening drive of the game, it has been an uphill battle. The defense deserves a whole lot of credit for the situation that the 49ers are in right now. Mig Avili says, as a blind man, Damon, you look fantastic. Well, hey, thank you for being here. We accept the blind. We accept the deaf. We accept everybody in here. Come on in. They're not even going to try to uncork one with 3 seconds left? Why? Well, why wouldn't you throw into the end zone? Okay. Because the 49ers are just going to go into the end zone. Okay, why not? Why not throw? Why? Again, I if Brock Purdy either can't throw from there or is too hurt to throw from there, you know who can? Mac Jones. He can throw from there. Well, in a half of football that got off to what felt like a great start, the Niners basically just started crapping their pants with too many turnovers, and here at the half, it remains 10-3. Let's take a little look at what has gone on so far here in this one, because Niners are still dominating time of possession, nearly 2-1, but 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers, all Brock Purdy interceptions. I mean, this is a Panthers team that only has 3 first downs. It has gone 1 of 5 on third down, and they're down only 10 points. I mean, honestly, if you're Carolina, you got to like where you are in this game, all things considered. 49ers have run 20 more plays. They've outgained Carolina 180-72. They're averaging 4.6 yards per play. 66 rushing yards to Carolina's 44. It's the turnovers. It's the turnovers, stupid. You know, you hear in politics all the time, it's the economy, stupid. It's the turnovers, stupid. That's why the 49ers have an awful lot of football games still in front of them. The nicest thing I can say about that half is it was over quickly. It was over quickly. That time went by fast. It really did feel that way. So now, I mean, the real question is, what conversation is Kyle Shanahan and Clay Kubiak having right now? Are they talking about going to Mac Jones? How could you not be talking about going to Mac Jones? Danny is saying, Damon, the problem is between your camera and your PC. Well, how do I solve that problem? Because I thought it was the router. My camera is a really good camera. I got a brand new router. I'm connected. This didn't happen this morning. All right, hold on. We got some halftime supers to get through here. First of all, again, I love Brock, but goddamn it, pull him. I agree. Allen looked bad Thursday. Good quarterbacks have bad games, and there is no doubt, but Brock Purdy's bad game seems to be not in he made bad choices or great plays are being made around him, but his bad game seems to be from a mechanical issue that is leaving his ball sailing on him. That is an issue that he does not have when his foot is not hurt. And I just think that you've got to use the data points that are coming back to you in real time. And the data points at this particular time are Brock Purdy is not right. Brock Purdy is not right. This is total coincidence. The last time Brock threw multiple picks at home on Monday Night Football was 2023 against the Ravens. The Niners were coming off a blowout win in Arizona. How about that? How about that? Total coincidence. Wish you could have those 3 back, Kyle. No, he didn't say that, did he? He didn't just say that to Laura Rutledge, did he? He wishes he could have those 3 back. Oh, geez. Mac Jones in the second half. Purdy injury news tomorrow. That's the way I would roll it out. I'd just say, my guy, we and here's the thing. When it comes to managing injuries, I don't think the 49ers have an awful lot of credibility in that regard. You were supposed to be on I was not supposed to be on camera. I wasn't. I was a radio guy. You were never supposed to enjoy the feast of the senses. Oh, maybe we can get a help here. Hi, Damon, IT guy here. Your issue is streaming in HD while watching a game in HD. I guess it's your ISP. Can I take this out of HD? Would that help? Can I even do that? Camera resolution. What if I just go to standard definition? Hold on. Did that make things better? I got to go to my second screen. I've got my computer set up in front of me, but over here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Now I'm realizing I'm about 20 seconds, 30 seconds in front of you. No, I mean, I dropped the resolution and I still look grainy. Drop the resolution and I still look grainy. I don't think that's it. Let me go to just another backup camera real quick. How about that backup cam? That's the laptop cam. I don't want to really be using that. You do get a wider view of the room, though. Maybe this will be what we go to the rest of the game if this is better. No, see, it's not the camera. This is now the computer camera, and it's still grainy. It's the fucking router. Here's what drives me nuts. Are you ready for this? I have fiber optic cable that stops 2 blocks away from my house. So I'm 2 blocks out of having the single greatest internet connection a human being can have. Let's go back to the other camera there, since there really is no saving this one. I do apologize. I truly do apologize for the grainy footage. But what can I tell you? I'm responsible for the grainy footage, not the actual touchdowns, the interceptions themselves. Man, I do apologize. Here's the thing. Everyone start dropping super chats. I'm going to need a whole new system, apparently. Look, we got a lot of people in the tech biz trying to help me here. New laptop? No, it can't be a new laptop. Please go to Mac. What do you mean, a MacBook? No, I am on MacBook. Of course you mean Mac Jones. Yeah, let's go to Mac Jones. Tinfoil, Damon. Tinfoil. Put the foil on. Damon, the grainy picture. Let's be honest. It's an improvement. There. Thank you. Dude, it's your plan. I'm paying for the most I can, Tuba-san God. What I do want to do, though. Where is this? Pardon me. Look at this. I will say this, though. I just saw a new pop-up come. Thank you very much for those who are liking and those who are subscribing. Thank you very much. I got to reset your IP. Well, I turn this show off if I do that. I can't do that and then come back here and join you again. So a lot of opportunity has been squandered, and here's how bad the 49ers need this game, my friends. You hit like and subscribe because I got bad news for you. The bad news is the next game is in Cleveland. Now, normally, that's good news, right? You're going to take on the Cleveland Browns. Well, that's about as big a group of slapdicks as you're going to find in the NFL, except for there is one guy who is no longer a slapdick, but he is just pushing dicks into the dirt. Myles Garrett right now is the NFL sack leader at 18. What he looks like against the 49ers defense is already keeping people up at night, I would think. The second leading sacker in football right now is Myles Garrett in just his last 4 games alone. Again, Myles Garrett's got 18 sacks on the season. He's got 13 sacks in his last 4 games alone, and then it's Brian Burns with 13 sacks. That's still not the scary part of it, though. You want to know the scary part of going to Cleveland? Here it is. The San Francisco 49ers For whatever reason. I mean, a big part of the reason is they don't play Cleveland in Cleveland very often. But whenever they do go there, they don't return with a win. The 49ers have not won in Cleveland since 1984. 1984 is the last time the 49ers picked up a win in Cleveland. So they need this one tonight. They need to put this one in the win column tonight for a number of reasons, but mostly things are going to get harder next week. Again, there's no amount of grainy footage that doesn't have the spam coming in. Look at this. Seriously, we are getting spammed with foreign influence more than all of MAGA, right? Isn't that something else, that every single tweet that you've ever seen from a Republican came from Pakistan? Have you noticed that this week? Did you see that bullshit get rolled out? Maybe that's what's happening here with all this spamming. Maybe we're huge in Pakistan, and I didn't even know about it. Yeah, Money Green here says, "Hey Damon, don't worry. Comcast really cares. They'll get this right." Yeah, I don't think Comcast cares about me at all. Up your bit rate on your software settings. I don't even know what that means, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write that down. Up bit rate. Let me see if my wife knows how to do that a little bit later on. Hey, honey, you know how to up my bit rate? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. All right. Let's look at more stats. Let's look at more stats right here, right now. Give me a box score. Give me a box score. What do you got, box score? I'll tell you what's nuts is how in this game Carolina is with Bryce Young having thrown for, are you ready? 28 yards. Bryce Young is 6 of 10 for 28 yards. Holy shit. I mean, if the 49ers lose this game, shame on them. How do you keep a team with 28 passing yards in a game? Turn the ball over 3 times. We're about to get to the third quarter here, kids. Brock Purdy, 14 to 23, 114 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. McCaffrey, 12 carries, 43 yards. Kittle, 3 catches, 45 yards. McCaffrey, 5 catches, 40 yards. Juwan Jennings does have the lone touchdown in the game. It's going to take more than that, though, to get the 49ers over the finish line tonight. Let's see if they can actually do it. We are about to get going here. Again, thanks for all the helps and suggestions. I really do appreciate you guys so much. We need every second seed in each division to lose. Yeah, I mean, the Niners aren't in control of your own destiny. Ooh, ball's on the ground there. Special teams nearly made a play, but Carolina Panthers were able to hop on that. Ooh, nearly another turnover to start the half. Wow, that ball was out. Nick Martin. Special teamer Nick Martin. There you go, Nick. The scary part is Jim Swartz. Yeah, that too. Jim has a lot of ownage on Kyle, doesn't he? Love the channel. Second season here. Cycle power on the modem. Yeah, look, again, I just got myself a brand new router. I will do this all after tonight's show. Can't unplug it now. Can't cross the stream. Can't unplug the stream. That is a spin move. That is a Carolina Panther running to midfield before he is brought down. Dowdell. Biggest run of the night for him. Carolina is going to have a first down in midfield because of it. Been listening to that voice for 2 decades. I can deal with a grainy picture. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, Mr. R. Dub, Mr. Dub, thank you very, very much. And I'm sorry I've been in your ear that long, but that's you who keeps on turning me on. I'm not doing it to you. But thanks for turning me on in so many ways. All right. Normally when we do get to halftime, I thank the sponsors. We just went through an entire halftime without me saying a single word about the sponsors. So let me correct that right here and right now. Now, I hope you did it before. I hope you did it before the show started. You ordered that Ike's. If you didn't, it's never too late. But I really want you to sign up for that Love Rewards program. You get a free sandwich when you do that. You start earning your way to prizes and chips and more with each and every purchase when you sign up for the Love Rewards program. There is no program to sign up for other, of course, than AA after too many trips to the Dubliner. Hopefully you got a little bit more discipline than that. But go to the Dubliner. Just a phenomenal bar, West Portal in San Francisco. Kenny and John, great bartenders. They've supported me for a full year now. They bought the entire season here on the Plus, and I thank them so very much. Great guys, great bar, great place to go watch Niners, Warriors, Giants, and go Sharks. Oh, yes, go Sharks, everybody. Go Sharks. Macklin Celebrini. Very exciting. If you're not from the Bay Area, you don't get this at all, but if you're from the Bay Area, this is nostalgic. It's nostalgic. Tommy, go Sharks. Tommy, go Sharks. We also want to say to our friends at Sleeper, thank you for getting it done. Oh, no. There's Broomhilda. Wrong button. Wait a minute. Sleeper. If you've never seen Broomhilda before, that probably scared the hell out of you. Probably scared the hell out of you. Sleeper. Get a $100 deposit match up to $100 when you sign up with promo code Damon. I'm going to tell you that all of a sudden my parlay is looking suspect, absolutely suspect, based on a couple of developments. Here's what we need tonight. Now, that Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown, I still feel good about that. Ricky Pearsall, 42.5 receiving yards. I don't know if Brock's going to be allowed to throw the ball 10 yards down the field anymore tonight. I don't feel good about that anymore. Malik Mustafa, that's already in the barn. Bryce Young's got to get to 204.5. He's got to get to 205 yards. My man is sitting here with about 14 minutes left in the third quarter, and he's thrown for 28 yards. And there's a flag on that play right there. Let's see who it's against. Holding on Evans, 10-yard penalty. Back those cheaters up. Bryce Young held for the second time tonight. Second time tonight, they got to slow down Bryce with a hold. First and 20. First and 20 for the Panthers. By the way, 14:06 on the clock, 14:05, 04, 03, 02, 01, 14. Hopefully I'm not too far behind you. Bryce Young snaps it at 13:52, and a tackle right there on the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle. Kalea Davis. Nice job. That's hitting a man right where you greet him. Second and 18. Bryce Young flips it into the flat. A lot of running room there for Dowdell. It's going to set up third. Third and 7. Very, 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 very big play right here, right now in this game. Third and 7. Again, this is Puntville. You don't pick this up. Big third down for the 49ers defense. They've carried the Niners so far in this game. Who would have thought the 49ers defense was going to carry them in any game? Thought that was almost an impossibility. Incomplete. No flags. Renardo Green. Really good coverage. Big play. Big play right there. got about a minute and 10-second delay. I got to tell you, that's the old YouTube. You got to talk to Mr. YouTube about that one. A lot of communication going on, special teams right there. But Carolina, no fake, no fugazi play was on there. That ball will go into the end zone, and it'll come out for the 49ers after the touchback. Brock Purdy is taking the field, boys and girls. Brock Purdy is taking the ball. Okay. Better be mistake-free from here on out. That's all I got to say. I mean, Brock Purdy is going to get an interception, an opportunity to throw a fourth interception. Okay. Who says they're taking him out? No, they're not. Next time, get a methodical 6. Let's go. All right. Hey, look, hopefully it's going to be a great Thanksgiving for you and yours. Let's consider this the appetizer, right? By the way, when I am made NFL commissioner, you tell me if you think this would help you or not. Oh, by the way, Kim says, Damon, you're clearing up. Isn't that weird? Why does it do that? What the hell happened? We're clear, baby. This channel is now clear. I don't know what just happened, kids. I don't know what happened. Either way. So here's the deal. There's no doubt in my mind that we've been through a lot in this game, right? Is Irwin in the room tonight? This is what Irwin brought me to Plus Mania. I've officially think we've reached the let's tip one back portion of this chat, right? And this is what we're going to do. I said I was going to do this when we got all of our supers in there. I don't like to over deliver, but I will. A brand new bottle. We're going to go ahead, give that a little open right there. Irwin gives the good whiskey. Got a cork in it. Not a screw top. Not going to do the screw cap and Napa. No. See, now I got my nice cork ready to go. To the 49ers playoff chances. Why the hell not? Oh. Bourbon. That is good. That's spicy. Woo. Thank you, Irwin. Thank you. Cheers to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Reception, Christian McCaffrey. Brock wasn't picked. Good. You look stunning, sir. Maybe I'm just drunk. Maybe they need to play Big Mac. Thoughts? No, it's you're drunk. I didn't know you followed, Damon. Jason Pirine? I follow. What am I following? Bandwidth, the master of us all. Thank you, Sporticus. Hey, tough run there from Brian Robinson Jr. Again, what? Why the spamming? What the hell what's the spamming for? Who has ever clicked on like a 40 same texts in a row spam? And who's that work for? George Kittle. Yeah, I'm telling you, when a guy gets pulled down like that a little bit, looks like he's getting horse collared, even though he wasn't. That was a little bit of a drag down tackle. I always get a little worried about George's legs, but he popped right back up there, and that's a first down. Damon, when you reach for the bottle, your hand refocused the camera depth. I don't think that was it. First and 10. Brock, play action. Throws back to Kittle. Kittle picks up 7. Just going back, playing a little can't go broke, taking profit football. And when you've thrown 3 interceptions already, that's probably the right way to go about operating. Again, shortening this game. Shortening this game is key to winning it for the 49ers. You got it, Scotty. Small plays, exhausting that clock. Tick, 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 tick. This is from Jeb Rennick, DB1. Forgot to put on my lucky 49ers cap. It's on now, so Purdy is going to be good the rest of the way. 2, have you ever looked into setting up a Patreon account? You know, I have, but I don't think I'm there yet. I think that people should be able to get what I produce for free, and then paying for it is up to you. I don't want to put you in a position to where I'm gatekeeping to the audience with a original payment. I appreciate the tips and the generosity and the members who do it, but I don't know. I'm not there yet. Man of the people. Again, you know, I'm not into, I'm, what can I tell you? I mean, this is going to sound a little ego, but I'm used to big audiences. I don't want just little boutique audiences. I like big audiences. That's what she said. All right, 2nd and 2. Brian Robinson gets met in the middle, but he spins for a first down. I like giving Brian Robinson those tough yardage carries right there. McCaffrey on the sideline right now. Maybe he's a little dinged up. Again, I think that you got to treat McCaffrey every couple of series like just pretend he's dinged up and have that real true worry of what your year would look like should you actually lose him. It would be a nightmare if that actually happened. So getting Robinson involved is a good thing. Now we're getting highlights of McCaffrey playing against the 49ers for the first time with the Niners. He's playing against the team that drafted him. That little girl there is wearing a McCaffrey and Carolina split McCaffrey jersey. That's awful. Sweetie, we don't appreciate sports bigamy. Pick a side. The new Mason. Here's the thing. I like the old Jordan Mason. I like the old Jordan Mason. I didn't really want the new Jordan Mason. But I agree with this, Elmore. B-Rob needs 10 or so touches every game. Not only are there 10 or so touches for a player who runs hard, but those are 10 fewer touches for Christian McCaffrey, and that sounds like a really, really good way to get him to the postseason healthier. Again, I want to stop worrying about the postseason. I want to stop worrying about the destination and just focus on the journey. And the journey that the 49ers just have to take to get out of this game includes the following. Continue to dominate the time of possession. Do not suffer another turnover in this game. If you are going to see another turnover in this game, it better be from Bryce Young and the Panthers. I do think that they need a score here on this drive. Worst case scenario, this has got to go 13-3, 17-3 would sound a whole lot better. Man, minus these turnovers, got some domination. I mean, really, this is the best defensive football game the San Francisco 49ers have probably played in 2 years. Which I did not think was going to be available. Oh, I need to let you know right now, if you are a fan of Wake Up with yours truly and Larry Krueger, if you were there this morning, you heard that Larry had a dentist appointment that he needed to get out of tomorrow. Larry is getting out of it, but he's at the stadium tonight, and he's going to be doing a post-game show. He's going to be there late tonight. So Wake Up begins at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, the day of in this instance. And the day after a 49ers game is when you can catch YouTube. Wake Up on YouTube with yours truly and Larry Krueger. By the way, Christian McCaffrey's back in this game. He carried for a few yards right there. So 10 a.m. West Coast, yours truly and Larry Krueger for Wake Up Tuesday morning. Hopefully you plan on joining us. And again, you know what I would suggest you do? If you are already hitting thumbs up and liking this channel, if you are already subscribing to this channel, go that extra mile and hit that notify bell. You hit that notify bell, you know whenever we start and go live. And with Krueger, that's usually a good handful of minutes later than he hasn't announced. Look at it this way. You don't have to wait around for Larry to show up for Wake Up to start anymore if you hit that notify button. You'll be tapped on the shoulder when indeed it does start. Catch for Juwan Jennings, who instead of going out of bounds, turns it upfield, picks up another 5 after that catch. Good play by Juwan, and the 49ers are now in the red zone. Nice throw from Brock, right in the face mask. No harm, no foul, good play, first down, keep going. Brock just changed the play. He's under center here on 1st and 10. He saw something he liked or he checked out of, and he gives it to McCaffrey. It's the right play to get the team into. McCaffrey picks up 7.5 yards, maybe 8. That's a nice little run right there. I'm going to take another little sip. By the way, this was good, Erwin. Thank you. Oh, that is spicy. I've never had that before. Heaven Hill. I'm in. Oh, are you back from West Portal? Yep. Back from West Portal.
We ate some food.
Did you go to the Dubliner? Did you get a Guinness? No, you didn't.
Yes, I went.
You went to the Dubliner? You went to the bar, buddy? Wow, Mommy was so nice to bring you to the bar.
How did he crash right into that thing?
Who crashed into what?
That.
Oh, that's a commercial. You don't need to worry about that. That's
I brought you some chicken.
Oh. Jillian brought me chicken. You got to love a woman who brings you chicken.
And Ozzy got a bullet train.
Ozzy got a bullet train?
A new train set.
Holy mackerel. Ozzy, you excited? You want to show everyone what you got? Here, come here. Here, you just show them the box. Here, hold it up. You can show the whole internet what you just got. Are you excited? It's a bullet train. It's a bullet train. Come on. Look at you. Oh, Sabenya.
No,
There you go, Oz. Calm him down. 3 Brock Purdy interceptions. He's still in the game. The Niners are still winning. It's a friggin' miracle.
What happened to Mac? Why aren't they bringing him back?
See, even Jillian knows. What happened to Mac? Why aren't they bringing him back? There's a girl who's been a 49er fan her whole life. Are you going to go play with that train upstairs?
Yep.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You have a great night. I'll see you.
I'll heat up the chicken at the end of the game.
That's really sweet, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you. Like and subscribe. Do it for that kid. Don't even do it for me. Do it for that's why I got to get to 1 million subscribers. I got to make a fortune to give that kid a good life. He's got my heart, that guy. He really does. By the way, let me tell you, Ozzy's just bringing him in. Old Dirty Hungus has become a member of the YouTube family. Thank you, Old Dirty. You've been around forever, brother. I appreciate you. Heaven Hill 7-year bottle in bond. Yeah, bottle in bond. That's what it is. Future producer Jack. Oh, Elmore, I hope not. Let's get Jack and Ozzy got to do better than that. That was Ozzy, not Jack. Neither of my kids is allowed to be a broadcaster. I know that much. I want that much for their future. Toss back to Christian McCaffrey, running hard into the end zone. There is your Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Big play, touchdown. Ozzy, just good luck. Ozzy, good luck in all of this. Thank you very, very much. I do have a lovely family. I'm a pretty lucky guy. Pretty lucky guy. Yeah, Ozzy, the crazy train. Look at even Tommy's like, that's precious. Let me tell you what's precious. That touchdown right there from Christian McCaffrey. That's precious, boys and girls. That is adorable. That is the kind of thing that all the kids at the party want to see. It is now 17-3. And for the first time in this game, beyond the opening drive, with all the turnovers, I feel good about the 49ers' chances to win it again. A 2-possession football game is exactly where this needed to be. Seriously, we should go get Ozzy, right? Just bring him down here for the rest of the night. Maybe he should be the co-host. Good things happen. And Scott, you brought up the point I was just about to make. Look at the time of that possession right there. Look at that. That was exactly what you need. A 13-play, 80-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 43 seconds off the clock. Tommy, for the Ozman. Thank you. Tommy, here's the thing. Now we'll be able to get him the caboose to that bullet train that he's excited about. Kim just saying, hey, that happened in the first quarter too. Ozzy showed up, touchdown. Ozzy comes down, touchdown. Running down that clock, touchdown. Feels like the running game is a little bit back tonight. Here's the thing I can tell you. The best shot that the 49ers had in this game was Carolina's defense is just as average, if not even more average, as theirs. Damon, you want to take another swig with us? Yeah, we can do that. I love this stuff. This isn't shooting whiskey. This is over ice whiskey. I should have a nice little rocks glass right here. But bottle pulls have become a little bit of a tradition. Here, the only thing nice I can say about the state of Kentucky, those savage cousin fuckers, is they do know how to put a bottle of brown liquor together. That is their contribution to this world. By the way, did anybody else notice how totally average Kentucky basketball became when every school in America was cleared to start paying its players as well? Huh? Anyone else notice that? Fucking Kentucky. Indiana plays basketball again tomorrow night. I'll be watching. Speaking of basketball, we got a Warriors game. That's probably tipping off around Chase Center right about now, right? A bottle pull for tradition. Happy Thanksgiving to the family. Mike, drummers are musicians too. Mike, thank you very much. A happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. Lick Scorpion posted to Lynch. Tell Kyle, run the ball. Yes, run the ball. Run the ball. Pass to Teteroa McMillan down the sideline. Incomplete. He was out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Tree Man comes in with the sprinkle. Get Jack something too. I appreciate that, Tree Man. Thank you. Great 49er cover guy, and even better dad. Oh, well, that's a nice thing for you to say, Nick. Thank you very, very much. Let me tell you, best job I ever had. And I don't mean covering the NFL. Swing pass. Chuba Hubbard picks up a first. Okay, well, a little marching down the field is what we're seeing out of the Carolina Panthers right here, right now. By the way, we got a ticking running clock, 4:10, 4:09, 4:08, 4:07. Just trying to sync you up and let you know where I am on my side of this broadcast. We're at the 4-minute mark right now. Bryce getting back under center. He's only got 54 passing yards after a franchise record 448 passing yards just last week. Second and 6. From the 50, right at midfield, play action. Young was looking to load up. He takes the check down instead. Jair Brown tackles Hubbard out of bounds, but that is a first down. Panthers are on the march. Panthers are on the march. I got Jason saying, butt chug that whiskey. It hits you harder and faster. Again, I'd rather get drunk the good old-fashioned way than get really drunk that way. Thank you. Carolina going to explode all of a sudden? I don't think so. Go Hoosiers. All right, 1st and 10. Another swing pass. This is an awful lot of Chuba Hubbard in the flat. Bryce Young is hardly attacking deep downfield. 49ers are getting a good game out of their secondary. Everything underneath is the only place Young is confident going. Second and 4. Ball's on the 34, the Niners 34-yard line. Got 4 wide, 1 back for Bryce. First down. Xavier Legette using his name for the first time this evening. Xavier Legette has caught a ball. I'm so sick of this soft ass zone coverage, Vernon. Yeah, it's bend, don't break. All I can tell you. It's bend, don't break. Let's see how much they bend if indeed they do break. Let's see. But it is 1st and 10 once again. That ball just falls incomplete. Middle of the field. 2nd and 10. Bryce Young fires one into the end zone, touchdown to McMillan. Tataroa McMillan busts open. What did he beat? Renardo Green right there. Yep, it was Renardo. He just smoked him for a 29-yard touchdown reception. Tataroa McMillan having a fabulous rookie year. Fabulous rookie year. One of the reasons why things have turned in Carolina. And Renardo Green just is toast on that one. Toast. Okay. We have a football game. I bet you that was the longest play for anyone we've seen so far in this game tonight. There is a flag on that point after touchdown. Let's see what just happened. Is this unnecessary roughness? Have we got a roughing the kicker? This is unnecessary roughness on the 49ers, and Bryce Young grabbed his helmet like they're going to go out and run out a 2-point conversion now. Roughing the snapper. How's that roughing the snapper? I mean, defensive player, yeah, but that didn't look like it was any sort of roughing that just looked like line of scrimmage contact. Okay, that call really doesn't make an awful lot of sense for me. 2-point attempt. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I would take that off the board. You made it a 1-possession game. I actually think this is going to work out in the 49ers' favor, especially to get a stop right here. Just remember, Carolina just took a point off the board to go for this 2-point conversion. And they didn't get it. Incomplete. Careful what you ask for. Just might get it. Dave Canales took a point off the board, and instead of it being a 1-possession game, it's well, I mean, yeah, now they're going to have to go for 2 again. I mean, it's just that to me is just dumb football. That's just dumb. Here's to opposing coaches making dumb coaching decisions, shall we? That's a stupid call. Over 2,500 people watching right now across all streaming platforms, Twitter, Twitch, and here on YouTube. Not the biggest audience we've had on YouTube all year, only 400 plus of you over here. So if you are watching on YouTube right now, I really need you. If you have not tapped that thumbs up button, that like button, give it a like right now, if you would, please. If you would also think about becoming a subscriber, I'd sure appreciate that. Can we get to 48,900? Could 70 of you who are not subscribing just lean in there right now? That'll be my Christmas present as far as I'm concerned. You don't have to do any shopping for me if you become a subscriber. You don't have to pick up a thing. Sky Moore picking him up, putting him down in the return game. Sky Moore gets it out to the 30. Sky Moore is going to get stopped at the 30. Okay. Licked Scorpion. You're welcome. OG, I just been here a while, whatever that means. Okay. Tick tock. Play this clock. You need a field goal right here. Okay. I mean, like, let's go. Let's go. A little bit. It feels like Brock is sort of settled into this half after that first half where everything was unsettled. Throw right there to Juwan Jennings, little slant on first down, and that's going to set up second and short. Nice play, good execution, 8-yard gain. Okay. Okay. Now, you don't have to run another play here. You can let this quarter expire. What are you going to do? I hear whistles. 49ers are just throwing a little eye candy right now here at the Panthers. They are not going to run a play, and we are going to the fourth quarter. Okay. All right. Fourth quarter it is. Let me just say thanks for being here. In the fourth quarter, in the first quarter, first half, third quarter, doesn't matter when you showed up. The whole point is that you are here right now, and it is great to have you here right now. I hope that when this game started, you ordered a sandwich from Mike's. I hope that you sign up for that Love Rewards program. Damon, tell me more. Okay, this is me as a sandwich. Arguably, the best, highest form of Damon Bruce is not broadcaster, not even father. It's sandwich. Look at that. No, I wouldn't get it on Dutch Crunch. I'm not a Dutch Crunch guy. I don't like the way it deals with the roof of my mouth. I also think the Dutch Crunch soaks up sauce more aggressively than other bread. Too spongy. I just get mine on French. I add a little onion rings. Or no, I don't add the onion rings. You don't have to. But I also have raw onions on there. No tomatoes. I don't like my sandwiches wet. I'm a delicious sandwich. You're going to love me. Please put me in your mouth and do it soon. And let me thank our good friends at Sleeper. Too late to make any plays on Monday Night Football over on Sleeper unless you're into live stream betting. But you do have a parlay, hopefully still alive. I'm still out there. It ain't over yet, but I'm going to need some explosive things to happen in terms of Ricky Pearsall's receiving and Bryce Young's passing to get this four-legger to come in. It's always me adding that fourth leg. I always shoot myself in the fourth leg of a parlay, as is tradition. But thanks to Sleeper, it's an awful lot of fun. Play responsibly. And right now, you can get a $100 deposit match up to $100. Just click on the link that is in the top of the description of this very live stream that you are watching, and boom, may the sleep be with you. Okay. So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our plusers. Thank you to our members, and memberships are available. Thank you to everyone who has offered up a super. Thank you to everyone who has bothered to lean in and tap that thumbs up button. That's pulling on the rope in the right direction. Thanks, everybody. Hey, it's Alcatraz on a beautiful day. Not only is it not Alcatraz anywhere around Levi Stadium, but it's no longer daytime here on the West Coast. This is what we call stock footage Monday Night Football. I mean, come on. Can you at least run some nighttime stock footage? People do like the Dutch Crunch. People who do like Dutch Crunch really like Dutch Crunch. No, wait a minute. Did McCaffrey just fumble that ball? He's saying it's down. It's down. Was that onion rings? Yes. I know Niners fans are obsessed with rings. You get onion rings. Okay. McCaffrey's down. A forearm is down. That is not a fumble. That ball is not out. I don't need another turnover tonight. Neither do you. Rita says, we got to tighten up this defense. Fact is, Purdy has to keep his focus. Saying hello to all you Ploozers, NDB. Rita, thank you so very, very much. Hey, this defense has played very well tonight, all things considered. Let's hopefully they keep that up and no more mistakes from Brock. That is a first down to Kittle, and Kittle is running. Kittle is diving. Kittle is picking up about 15 or 20 on that play. What are they calling it back at corporate headquarters? That is a 19-yard gain for George Kittle. First down. Clock keeps running. Nice. Niners just on the edge of the red zone. Christian McCaffrey runs it into the back of his own offensive line, does not get much. 2nd and 9. Oh, yeah, you get a little steak sauce with those onion rings. See, David, you know. You've been there. You've done that. You're a man of culture and distinction, David. Second and 9. Purdy in the shotguns. Got McCaffrey next to him. 4 in the pattern. Juwan Jennings, again, spins out of initial contact, looking for some yak yards. He doesn't go far, but picks up maybe another yard. Good second effort there. Way to stand on your feet. Nice contact balance by Juwan Jennings, and that's going to set up 3rd and short. Joe says, hey, Stream Fix, nicely done. Stay away from spammers. Look, we're trying to fix live video issues as they pop up. We're trying to keep those spammers at bay. We're doing our best. 3rd and 2. First down. Trent Williams thinks so. Trent Williams is signaling first down. And Trent Williams is right. That is a first down. First down for Purdy. Kittle woke Brock up. I'll tell you, what was up on Brock were his passes. Luckily, they've come down a little. Christian McCaffrey sees the gap shot against him by Martin Scott, and he is buried in the backfield. Niners are going to be looking at 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12, maybe even 2nd and 13. McCaffrey just got gobbled up. Speaking of Thanksgiving turkey, gobble, gobble right there. Beautiful tackle. McCaffrey again stopped way in the backfield. They're looking for McCaffrey to touch the ball everywhere, and the Niners are losing yards because of it. Brock is not throwing downfield to really anybody but George Kittle right now, and playing an awful lot of East-West football, has lost some yardage here on these past 2 plays. That was a loss of 5 right there. McCaffrey with some frustration. So 3rd and 18. Niners are actually 7 of 10 on 3rd down. 3rd and 18. A little draw up the middle to Brian Robinson. Again, this is conservative, Kyle, but with all the turnovers already in this game, I'm not going to jump on Kyle for erring on the side of smart. Let's just get it back to a 2-possession game. And that's what Kyle is about to do here. If Matt Gay can connect on what looks to be, I don't know, what are we talking about, a 30-ish yard field goal? This is dink doink range. 29 yards. Dink. I mean, not dinking the uprights or anything like that. Just dink, easy, right through. Field goal good. That's what the Niners needed. We will be updating the score right here, right now. It is 22-9. There you go. Back to being a two-possession game. How about that? How about that? I tell you, it's going to be the, I think, fifth game in a row I've said this, and this is the theme, I think, of the entire year. Just survive these games. I don't know how much there is to learn. I don't know how much there is to disseminate in terms of valuable or invaluable information. It feels like every single time this team is just able to tread water and get a win, they've done their job this year. The beauty passion or the beauty pageant portion of this contest is over. The Niners aren't going to be spending an awful lot of time looking great the rest of the year. Winning ugly. I think it's going to be the name of the game. So win this ugly one tonight. I frickin' dare you. Again, the stream did get fixed. It fixed itself. It's self-corrected. That's what you're looking for as a parent. Self-correcting kids, self-correcting routers, self-correcting streaming bit rates, whatever the hell happened there. Thank you for all the IT support. Jeff Garcia at Ike 5577. He's yummy. The plant location in San Jose, Monterey Road, and Kirtner. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, you can get a Jeff Garcia, I think, at any restaurant. But thank you, Vince, for eating at Ike's. Delicious. We're going to be coming to you from Radio Row this year. Ike's is we're both going to be on Radio Row. I'll be doing the interviews. He'll be handing out the sandwiches. The two of us, so popular. Seriously, who's better than CMC in the last 10 years? Top 5 in the NFL. I agree. The only years he hasn't made a big impact are the years he's been hurt. The years he's been unavailable are the only time that he isn't shaking this league upside down. He's a special, special player. I think he's one of the 5 greatest Panthers of all time. I wouldn't call him one of the 5 greatest Niners of all time. That's a really tough nut to crack. But I do believe, if you ask me to field the all-time San Francisco 49ers starting offense, I'm starting Christian McCaffrey ahead of Frank Gore, ahead of your grandfather's fuzziest and warmest memories of Joe the Jet Perry. I'm starting ahead of Ricky Waters. I'm starting him ahead of Roger Craig. Christian McCaffrey, I believe, is the greatest running back in the history of the San Francisco 49ers. And he's definitely the greatest running back in the history of the Carolina Panthers. How often do you see, I think, a guy, play against his team, establishing himself as number 1 on the depth chart against both, with both teams? Who else in football has really done that? Maybe Reggie White, still the best defensive end the Eagles and the Packers have ever had. There's not a lot of I was the best ever to do it for 2 franchises. Oh, Upton Stout gets his hands on a little bit of a floater. He dropped it, but Upton Stout with a pass breakup, he nearly picked one off. I tell you, Upton Stout's going to be a good football player. I know he's been a little bit of a learning curve here in his rookie year, but this is a good football player. There's no doubt about it. He's out of Western Kentucky, not a cousin fucker like the rest of them. Let's hope not, anyways. First down. Coker gets it to midfield. We've hit the 9-minute mark. And this clock is ticking. Joe Young said, didn't really like that last set of play calls by Kyle, but I get it. You play the possession game, one more stop. They can start prepping for Cleveland. Yeah, it's a night to be conservative. You know, there's not a lot of threat out of Carolina with what we're seeing, and it's just the kind of night where you don't want to ask your offense to do too much because of the turnovers that you've already seen. Even though I will say this, Brock has settled in. He's played better here in the second half. Terrible start. Terrible 3. And I mean, that's the thing. You cannot justify, you cannot excuse, you cannot just dismiss the interceptions. But if they are able to survive them tonight, you put them in the rearview mirror like they never mattered and just hope that turf toe gets better day by day, week by week, practice by practice. Purdy needs to stop doing too much. Much better second half, though. And Thomas, I agree. Thank you so much. Another first down by Carolina. Clock still ticks. 7:40 in the fourth quarter. I disregard tonight's interceptions because they did not bury the Niners. Well, never daunted, and go Hoosiers as always. He tried. Those turnover. This could have easily been a 21-0 start. But I mean, ask the Eagles how their 21-0 starts have gone for them. Bryce Young gets away from Bryce Huff, rolls out, spins away, out of bounds, second down. We are now at the 7-minute mark. Deion Sanders, Atlanta, San Francisco, and the Cowboys. Deion Sanders is the best cornerback probably in the history of the Falcons, certainly. Of the Cowboys, maybe. I still got Ronnie Lott. I know that you need 2. But there, Eric Wright was really good. Interception! Jair Brown, second of the night. What a play. Jair Brown. Jace Horn has 2 interceptions tonight, and Jair Brown's got 2 interceptions tonight. That is huge, huge, huge. Jair Brown might have just put this one in the refrigerator. Wow. Salah's pumped up. Niners are pumped up. Fred Warner, happy, clapping. Oh, that felt good. That felt good, Niners fans. You got to like that. You got to be happy with that. You needed that. And I need a bottle pull right here, right now. Join me. If you got one, wherever you are, let's do this together. Chin chin. There we go. Look at. We got pulls. We got hearts. People are tapping that heart button, that like button. Thank you. I hear when you now tap that like button, I see that there's a heart button available to you. That doesn't do shit for me. Stop tapping. Anytime you want to tap that heart button, don't. Just tap that like button once. That's all you need to do. We only, with almost 3,000 people watching across all platforms on YouTube, we're not even at 400 likes yet. 411 people watching on YouTube. We're not even at 400 likes yet. Come on. It's easy. It's painless. And if nothing else, don't you like interceptions? Like that. Big play for Jair Brown. What a game he is having and what a game they needed. Niners are going to take that for sure. Hey, kid, get me a beer. Thank you, TT. Did we have exactly 420 watching at one point? Well, Moose, I don't have to tell you what you need to do in that moment. I think you know what you need to do in that moment. What do we got here? Bruce, read my shit. Roy's Place, 49. Let's see. Roy, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Did you give a super? Because we prioritize all supers, Roy. That's how it really works. You want to make sure it absolutely hits the show. You can do that. Look, we just got Black Hearts coming in from Mr. Dub and $2 going into the ganja jar. Yeah, I'd like to see a little. I'd like to see a little Robinson here, Roy. If that's what you were putting, I would agree with you. I would like to see Brian Robinson run the ball a little bit more than McCaffrey does from here on out. Having said that, Christian McCaffrey gets the ball and picks up about 3, maybe 2. Let's see. We got a replay here on the interception. Tedero and McMillan just breaks inside and just coming right up from that safety position. Jair Brown jumped it. Renardo Green, they might be saying he grabbed him a little bit, but that's football. That's just contact. Bryce Young's like, man, life was easier in Tuscaloosa. It's just all kill clock right now. All kill clock. That's all anyone's looking to do here. Just kill clock, keep that thing ticking. Flag on the play. Are you did Brock not get that playoff? Delay a game. How? Look at how pissed off Shanahan is. He has the right to be. What are you doing? I mean, Renardo Green absolutely grabbed McMillan there, but them's the breaks. McCaffrey, again, he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 12, and this sequence is not going very well for the 49ers at all. Joe Young says eventually the Niners are going to get that elusive pick 6. Well, don't get greedy, Joe. I mean, come on. Just be happy where you got him. Damon, you missed my previous super chat. Fuji did it. I'm so sorry, Fuji. You dropped so many of them on me. I'm terribly sorry, Fuji, that I might have missed something from you. We do have a member now for nearly 2 years, JD Sugar. Maybe this new formula for the defense, ball out for turnovers because you can't stop them the whole game. Yeah, look, when you have trouble, here's the thing. What comes first, the interception or the pressure? You usually need that pressure, and both picks that Bryce Young has thrown tonight have come on blitzes. I did see that. So, yeah, pressure. Panthers are going to take a timeout to stop the clock here ahead of what will be a 4th and 4 play for the 49ers. We got Gizmo Maltese saying CMC sucks at running. No, I think the Niners are bad at blocking. He leads the NFL in scrimmage yards. You don't suck at anything when you do that. That punt is away. Tackle. Nick Martin on special teams. By the way, we've officially now got 420 likes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. How we doing on the subs? Look at that. Here's the thing. I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm not going to say let's get to 4,800 or 48,900 tonight. Let's get to 48,850. We got 11 more subs out there tonight. We got 11 more subs on this chat tonight. How are you going to know how to come back here if you don't sub? How are you going to remember if you don't hit that notify button as well? Everybody likes to watch the odometer tick. I do too. Again, thanks to, I remember when we were at 5,000. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that makes me happy. I remember when we were at 5,000 And this number right here seems so far away. Now we're getting so close to a goal of 50,000 by the bye week. We're going to have to get stupid aggressive over the next handful of weeks to reach that. But even if we come close, I'm going to be happy. No, I won't. I'm going to be pissed I missed my goal. But, it was a big goal. You got to set aggressive goals if you want to grow aggressively. Curtis Robinson just got ran around by Dowdell, and that is a first down for the Panthers. Again, the Panthers, let me just say this. Bryce Young leads the NFL in game-winning drives this year, so you don't really want to set up that situation for him. You don't. I tell you, I would not mind another 60 passing yards, though, out of Bryce Young, so I can hit my sleeper parlay. Yeah, CMC is literally 39th in yards per carry. He is got an awful offensive line in front of him, yet still, even with that bad amount of production, he leads the NFL in scrimmage yards. If that ain't good enough for you, you don't quite get what's going on here. You can talk about the problems this team has. He's not one of them. Flag on that play, even though it was a completed pass. Let's see what the flag is. Max, all I'm telling you is we're not handing out any letter grades until this one is over. And there is no letter grade for the Niners. These are all pass fails from here on out. If they win, they pass. If they don't win, they fail. That's it. Welcome to the zero-sum game portion of the season. You're in it right now. Leggett stepped out of bounds before he caught that. His foot went out of bounds, and that's why that flag happened. That's an ineligible receiver. Second and 10. Under 4 minutes to play. Clock is stopped at 3:59. Panthers are just over midfield. The ball's on the 41-yard line of the 49ers. Bryce in the shotgun. And I think he's going to get brought down. Woo! What do you know? The 49ers are allowed to sack the quarterback, and Clelin Ferrell goes from being a healthy scratch last week to playing this week, and Clelin Ferrell got the job done right there. Big sack on Bryce Young. Nice job, Cleveland. I didn't know if the 49ers were going to get another sack this year. That is only their 13th sack of the season, by the way. Only their 13th sack of the season. Did I say earlier that we've seen 13 sacks out of Myles Garrett in his last 5 games? How about that? Myles Garrett leads the NFL with 18 sacks. The second leading sacker in football is Myles Garrett in just the last 4 games at 13 sacks, followed by Brian Burns at 13 sacks. Just another reason why the Niners really needed this one tonight. Really, really needed this one tonight. Fuji says, Damon, you missed my previous one. Was this it? Bosa enjoys beers. How many beers has Bosa had? I don't know, Fuj. I don't know, but how about this? He can have as many as he wants. He ain't playing tonight, and I doubt he's driving. He'll work it off. On 3rd and 18, this ball is stopped short of first down, but we are in 4-down territory for Dave Canales. So here we go. Here is your ball game, basically right here, minus the Niners, needing a first down after this to really put it away. But 4th and 8, 57-yard attempt. Okay, we got a big leg on Fitzgerald here. 57 yards. That is off. That is wide right, baby. Fitzgerald, again, I think you're better off going for it on 4th and 7 than trying a 57-yarder with a rookie kicker. Niners are going to take that. Again, DJ Sugar, thanks again for this super, and more than that, you're almost a member now for 2 years. We've only been doing this for a little bit more than 2 years, so thank you so much, man. That really that touches me right here. Take CMC out now. Yeah, Kyle won't, but I hear you. Barry says, there goes Kyle, conservative again. I'm not going to blame Kyle for being conservative here. Oh, that ball was tipped. That ball was tipped. That kick was tipped. How about that? That's Chase Lucas, right? Yeah, I had to double check because it's been a couple weeks since Chase Lucas got his hand on that. Chase Lucas, you scrappy SOBU. Juwan Jennings just got hit in the dick. Juwan Jennings is grabbing the package, and he's walking to the sideline swearing. He just got hit in the dick, poor guy. A little while ago, Joe said, delay game, absolutely inexcusable there. That wasn't great. No doubt about it. Fuji coming in again saying, off topic, does Mike McDaniel still get fired? No, they fired their GM, right? Greer's the one who took the bullet for the season. Mike McDaniel will last the season, I think, now in Miami, and that'll be an off-season decision. I think Stephen Ross wants to keep him around. And honestly, there are reasons to maybe keep him around. But he doesn't seem to nearly be the media darling that he was just a year ago. Again, McCaffrey is not coming out of this one. He just gets tackled, setting up a 3rd and what are we looking at here? Yeah, he picked up about 5, so. Again, Rams looking good. Yeah, Niners need to definitely beat the Bears a little while from now, a couple weeks from now. And they needed just a couple, like they needed Packers to lose a game. They need the Seahawks to drop a game or two here. And they need to sweep the Seahawks. That'll teach them. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. There are no more timeouts remaining for the Carolina Panthers. There's no more stopping the clock beyond the 2-minute warning. And we've got a little trickery, a pitch back to Ricky Pearsall, who looks like he'll be stopped short by a foot. Kyle went a little razzle-dazzle right there, and it is 4th and 1. So 4th and 1, and you're going for it. Fourth and pick up a foot, and you got yourself a win tonight. You're going to have victory formation. Some love for special teams. Yeah, special teams played well tonight. You know, Gay made his kicks. No mistakes from Sky Moore. A couple of decent returns. No complaints. Not many weeks over the last handful of seasons that we've said, hey, special teams, no notes, no complaints. Nice job. We don't say that very often. We must have a nice big audience over on Twitter right now, maybe even on Twitch. We've got nearly 3,000 people in the audience, in the room. Well, not in the YouTube room, but across all of our platforms. About 3,000 watching right now. Thanks to all of you for being here. Thank you so very much. If you wouldn't mind, I mean, if all 3,000 of you would hit subscribe, we'd be over that 50,000 mark tonight. I should be so lucky. But thank you for watching, no matter where you're watching. I want it to be convenient to you. I was asked earlier, are you going to put something on Patreon? No, it becomes inconvenient to people. I want people to be able to find me and watch me and know I'm still out there and not have to look hard for me at all. So the more you hit that thumbs up button, tap that like button, the more subscribers I got, the more the YouTube algorithm just pushes this stuff out. And when that happens, that's officially good for business. Also, good for business is also saying thank you to our sponsors. We thank all of our sponsors as much as we thank all of you for being here tonight. We thank, as always, Sleeper. I do not know how my ticket's going to look here. I don't think I'm getting some certain milestones that I needed out of this one. Let me see. Hold on. Where are we in this one? By the way, Sleeper, use promo code Damon on the link that is right in the top of the description of this very live stream. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100. And here's what we got tonight. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdown in the barn. Bryce Young's got to go over 204 and a hook. I don't think it's going to happen. He's stuck at 196 right now. He only had like 28 passing yards at halftime. I needed Ricky Pearsall to do a whole lot more than 2 catches for 6 yards, dude. He sucks, kind of. That's too bad. Ricky Pearsall's over-under was 42 and a half. That ain't going to happen. And Mustafa, he took care of business. He's got all sorts of tackles tonight. Malik Mustafa is this team's leading tackler with 7 tonight. Purdy is looking to draw Carolina off sides right here at the 2-minute warning. Kyle Juszczyk was under center right there. Kyle Juszczyk is not someone I trust touching the ball in short yardage situations. I'd rather see Brock Purdy QB sneak it with turf toe than Kyle Juszczyk get a carry on 4th and short. Kyle Juszczyk has some value to this team. Harder and harder to interpret than ever before. I think he's a wasted roster spot. He's hardly used. He's hardly thrown to. He doesn't do much. And he's the most expensive fullback in football. Why? Purdy sneaks it. First down. There you go. We got some extracurriculars, but no clock is going to get stopped for any extracurriculars. And what you get from here on out is a little something historically called victory formation. Shanahan just got chest bumped by Robert Saleh. I tell you, there was a lot of doubting Brock Purdy early in this game. 3 interceptions will do that. I was screaming, get him out of the game. Kyle stuck to his guy. He stuck to his guns, and he's going to stick another one in the win column. The 49ers are going to 8-4, and that's exactly where they needed to be. 7-4 was what they showed up at, and they could not get out of this one at 7-5 and really expect to go to the postseason. So it's going to be an 8-4 49er team with the Browns coming up, and then it's your bye week. So, geez, we need 1,000 subs before this Browns game. More than that. So really lean in if you don't mind. Really lean in. Makes me want to put that back up. I mean, at least get me to 850 tonight. Give me 5 more subs right now, please and thank you. But either way, please and thank you, 49ers, for getting it done. There was an awful lot of anxiety after what looked to be an opening drive score and a defense that was playing very well. You thought for a minute, this could be all Niners tonight. But with 3 turnovers, keeping Carolina in this game more than the Carolina Panthers kept themselves in this game. I mean, there are not a lot of football games where you can turn the ball over that many times and expect to win. It was a couple of interceptions, though, from Jair Brown that get the 49ers What's Juwan Jennings doing? Now Juwan Jennings wants to fight. Juwan Jennings just got taken down by own 49ers security. What is going on here, Juwan Jennings? Losing your cool a little. Like, pipe down. What happened here? Oh, Juwan Jennings is in it with Mooring. He's gonna. You know what? I bet you Juwan Jennings catches a suspension for that. Juwan Jennings is feeling all kinds of spicy right here. All kinds of spicy. Pipe down, Juwan. You won. Go be happy. Go be happy. Craig's Kitchen 360 enjoying Damon Bruce way more than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Well, I thank you so much for that. Barry and Mary from Memphis. Fuji, this is the wrong payday to keep up with you. Thank you very, very much, though, for always being as generous as you are. Barry and Mary, they rock Plus gear in Memphis. Join Larry's post game. Come on, it's Thanksgiving week. No. I got to go upstairs. I got to make sure the wife still wants to hang out. And if Ozzy's still up, I'm going to go hang out with Oz. He got to train. He's probably still up, keeping a late night tonight. We got Joe Young saying there will be more talk about Brock this week than this win, but 8-4 is 8-4, and you're right. That's it. Should be happy, Niners fans. Now Kyle can finally solve Jim Schwartz. Well, we'll see about that when it comes time for that. Damon Sports Phone helped get me through college, through hangovers and the finals. Go Niners, and
pound it, pound it, pound it, pound it.
Thank you, Brian. I do appreciate that very, very much. MKG just saying, whoo, indeed. Never daunted for 22 months, a member. Niners win, no matter how Purdy played. Niners win. Some of you are just miserable, and honestly, you don't deserve to enjoy a win. Look, Purdy was not good in that first half. And luckily, without even really being good in the second half, he was not that bad in the second half. This is a night to look at Purdy and squint a little. I don't think I see you yet, Brock. But Kyle stuck to his guns and was rewarded with a win. Kyle must know something we don't about that surgery in Germany, or this guy is insane. Yeah, he just runs Christian McCaffrey probably a little bit too much. And by the way, Barry and Mary in Memphis, I just want you to know that Fuji is saying you guys rock too. No doubt about that. 75 supers here. What is the weather like in next week? Very good question. The one we know that Brock playing in Cleveland in the rain. The last time we saw that didn't go well at all. Hopefully it'll be decent weather. And the only thing you need to really worry about is Myles Garrett breaking the entire offensive line in half and Brock Purdy in two. Again, some people not going to be happy. And I'm not going to try to convince you to be happy. You be who you do whatever you want. Feta makes it better. Lame win. Brock sucks just like Ayuk. See, that's where you're wrong, though. There are no lame wins. You never apologize for winning in the NFL. Ever. You never apologize. You never excuse winning. It's what the Niners needed. And it's what the Niners got. Man, little stress along the way, but when it's done, the Niners not only win, the Niners cover. And if you're a Niner fan who took the Niners to win and cover, you're happy. I saw someone say everybody on ESPN set on Monday night's pregame picked the Niners to win this game, so the jinx was definitely going to be in. And with those 3 interceptions, you thought maybe it was. But survival. Survival is the key to the game, and the Niners were able to survive this game. Let's check out the box, shall we? Share this. We go over here. We go over here. Let us dive into this box score. Again, Bryce Young, 18 of 29, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He was sacked. Brock was not sacked tonight. looking for little bits of improvement on a night where Brock was particularly unimpressive. At least I can tell you that Brock was not sacked tonight. Look at that quarterback rating, though. That's got to be one of the worst of his entire career. 58.5. Wow. That average for McCaffrey isn't where it used to be. Brian Robinson picked up 2 more yards per average. But look at that, 38 carries, 147 yards, and that's enough to say that the Niners ran the ball well enough tonight. 6 catches, 78 yards for Kittle, 7 catches, 53 yards for Christian McCaffrey. Juwan Jennings had a touchdown, 5 catches, 41 yards in a near post-game scuffle. Demarcus Robinson, the forgotten man this year, Demarcus Robinson, basically has been suspended for as many games as he had receptions tonight. No, excuse me, he was suspended for more games than he had receptions tonight. He had three game suspension, only 1 catch, 8 yards, 1 target. McCaffrey had a fumble lost. McKivitz had a fumble recovered. Malik Mustafa, Upton Stout, and Jair Brown with his 2 interceptions absolutely did what he needed to do at the office. Cleveland Farrell with the sack that the 49ers put on Bryce Young tonight. Nick Martin, both of his tackles came on special teams. Jason Pinnock, Curtis Robinson, Diamador Lenore played well in this game. We did see our pal Renardo Green get toasted by Teteroa McMillan once. Outside of that one play, there were no burn unit visits for anyone in the secondary. They kept it all in front of them. It's the best the 49ers defense has maybe played all year. Let's go to a team stats. Again, Kyle, no matter what is happening, no matter who's out there, he cranks out just about the same offense every week. 20-something first downs, about 340 yards. And what do you know? 23 first downs, 340 yards, over 10 drives, 193 yards passing, a little bit more, 161 for Carolina. Again, got beaten on the ground. Line of scrimmage, I'm not going to say that the 49ers dominated it at all, but they did what they needed to do at the line of scrimmage for 147 rushing yards to only 69. 2 penalties, 6 yards. Oh, yeah. Oh, Ozzy, you are still up.
Your chicken is done. Your chicken is done. Your chicken's done.
My chicken's done?
Yeah.
What kind of chicken is it?
And the mommy's cooking chicken.
Mommy is cooking chicken?
Yeah. And it's already done.
It's done. So should I come upstairs and eat chicken? Should I say goodnight to everybody on the internet?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's already ready.
Because the chicken's ready, we should wrap up here. First of all, let's do this right here. Fuji said, Barry, you rock. And then Barry back said, bottle pull. I'm getting out the Jameson, so I'm going to take a little sip of booze right in front of the boy. Yeah,
That's
you don't want that. This is whiskey. You don't drink any of this until you're much older.
Why? What's booze?
Booze? Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But basically, think of this as daddy medicine, and you don't need any of it.
And it's not spicy?
It is a little spicy. Yes, it is. A lot of good whiskeys are. You're looking for flavor notes. We'll talk all about this as you get older. I can't wait to bring you to a restaurant one day. Yeah, that's a microphone.
And it's so soft.
It is soft and squishy, isn't it? Yeah. We have just a couple more thank yous out there.
Talking from
I'm talking in there so everyone can hear me. JD Sugar, let me ask you here. Well, first of all, let me just say thank you because you have been supporting this channel like crazy. He says, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for everything you do. Kind of a personal question. I'm in my 40s and I might need back surgery. Any advice you would give based on your experience? If not, no worries. So I had a disectomy. I had a little L4, L5 shave down. It was a sciatic problem. It was pushing up against my nerve. And it is one of the best decisions I ever made.
Your chicken make you be cold with it.
I know you really want me to get that chicken, but somebody was just so nice. Somebody just gave Daddy $100 and asked for a little surgery. Well, so let me, you want to tell everyone what the doctor did to the bottom of your foot? You had a little bump on the bottom of your foot. You want to tell everyone about it?
because when I came alive,
When you came alive,
when I was born, I had it, right?
you had a little bump, like a tiny little wart on the bottom of your foot, and you got that removed, and you're feeling much better now, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't got it anymore because it popped.
You did, yeah. So the doctor used a little medicine, and that turned into a blister, and the blister popped, and now you're feeling good. Are you glad you went to the doctor?
Yeah, and it's right down. You want to see?
You want to see? Do you want to show everybody the bottom of your foot? Hold on, Ozzy
We-
wants
we
to
don't
show
need to show
everybody the
his
bottom
foot.
of his foot. It's okay. It's okay. He's proud of it, honey. He's a recovering foot problem. See the little bump on the bottom of his foot. It's better now. Now it's just a little. Now it's just a little mark. Doesn't it feel better too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I can't even feel it.
That's good. You're not supposed to. Either way, we want to thank JD for his generosity right here. And all I can tell you, JD, is if you need that back surgery, you should get it. You should absolutely get it. You'll be happy that you did. I don't know what your complications are, what you're getting, but if it's anything what I got no regrets. Panthers coin toss jinx is officially broken. I didn't know there was a coin toss jinx. Did you put your sock back on right there?
Yeah.
Nice. Your feet are warm?
Yeah.
Good. Do you think my chicken's still warm?
Just put it in the oven.
Thank you very, very much. We got Ozzy getting an oi, oi, oi from the postman. Happy to see you, postman.
Oi, oi, oi!
Thank you very much. We got last one coming in here for the kids piggy bank from Uncle Barry and Aunt Mary in Memphis. Thank you very, very much, Barry. And thanks to everyone. Ozzy, will you say goodnight to everybody?
Good night.
Good night, everybody. And now I want you to say, sports don't build character.
Sports don't build character.
They reveal it.
They reveal it.
And like that,
And like that,
he's gone.
he's gone.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, piggyback.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Here you go.